Woo. Hey y'all. Hey. I know I'm late. Listen. Let me explain. Let me explain. I got caught up today. So look, I wanted to go in earlier, but then when I went in Discord, everybody needed me to go in later. So then by the time that the later came that I would have wanted to go live, then I got caught up doing work and it pushed me later. And so now here we are, right? So we here. This is where we at. This is what we doing. So look, we got to talk about quite a few things. Let me greet who's in the house because we got to cover some stuff. And I'm telling y'all in advance, y'all asked me to look at them Braxton heifers. I looked at them. And I told y'all probably didn't want me to review them because I don't know if my opinion going to be the same as, everybody else. Okay. But I'm going to cover it because y'all asked me to. Hey, Mo, thank you for being like number one. We got us a Potomac sneak peek and we got to get into it. We got Bianca the Beautiful is in the house telling y'all to get your snacks. Hit the like button. We're so glad to have you, boo. We love you. Magaline Lamar is like number 3. Quiet Storm is number 6. The mother of our official tiny little royal princess. Too Adorable is number 11. It's so good to see you. I'm so glad we here. I'm is. Black Smile is number 13. Oh, my nose itching. Y'all, I think the weather changing is doing something to me, or it's an allergy. Something got my nose itching, y'all. And I don't like it one bit. When I say one bit, I don't like it one bit. Not even a little bit. DS in the house. She's number 16. Thank you, boo. And she's here to run that reflection corner with her crazy self. Mo Walker in the house. She number 12. She said she here for as long as possible. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you. Camille Fun in the house. Hit the like button, girl. Thumbs up. I came late, so don't nobody know I'm live. If it ain't nobody here but us chickens, it ain't but a handful of us. I should have 100% on them likes. I shouldn't have no problem. Not this late at night. Hey, Miss Lovely T, thank you for being number 21. Monica Jones in the house. Hey, girl. Thank you for being number 22. I appreciate you. Deborah Randall is number 24. Housewives Talk is legal, and that's good because we got to have a little chat about them crazy helpers. Thank you for being number 24, sis. Siobhan is number 25. It's so good to see you. We love you, girl. Simply B is 28. Hello. Good to see you. Y'all, sometimes I be thinking I'm crazy. I'm just sharing it because it just be happening sometimes. The crazy just come across me and I'm just like, am I crazy? I don't think I am, but sometimes I do. Yep, y'all also engagement button, bottom right-hand side, circle with the heart emoji, tap it, send up my bubbles. I know it's the middle of the night, but yeah, I'm gonna need that. Okay. Oh, that's so sweet. Everybody else was just early. See? Thank you, sis. Billy Join is number 33. Hey now. Listen, Deborah, they wanted me to talk about it, and I'm going to say it my way because, I don't know how to say it nobody else's way. I'm not good with the political correctness of it all. Sometimes I just got to call it what I got to call it, and it ain't no way around it. Sometimes I just got to call it what I got to call it. I got to call it how I see it. So, we got to talk about also Claressa Shield's level of delusion. Y'all pray for that baby. We're gonna take a little look into the depths of her delusion. It's getting bad. We're also going to have a little look-see at Kim Kardashian and her vulturing because it has gotten out of control. If y'all saw the thumbnail, y'all saw that vulture with her head on it because that's all I see when I look at her. I have had it up to here, over my head, with the vulturing and the disrespect of black American culture. Like, it's at this point, I'm just gonna call it out everywhere I see it. I don't even care how it come across. I don't care if it comes out, impolite, disrespectful, any of that, because at this point, people disrespecting our culture, and I feel like if you could disrespect me, then I can for darn sure disrespect you. Okay, that's what we doing. That's legit what we doing. Let me do a quick pop up on Instagram. Hold on. We're going to do a quick one on there in case some of our sisters are on Instagram and don't know we own YouTube, because this ain't my normal time to go live. So I totally understand if they don't know that we live over here. So, like I said, we're going to get into Potomac sneak peek. A snippet of the Braxtons, because, I'm never, ever, ever, ever going to do a whole live stream dedicated to them. I don't think their show gives enough. I'm going to just be honest. So we're just going to do a quick snippet dedicated to them. We definitely got to deal with Claressa Shields' delusion, because her delusion is scary. I think we're going to handle her first. And Kim Kardashian being the most disgusting vulture in the history of vultures. And I can't take no more. And then I want to talk about why the hell we keep letting this hooker have a pass, because it's not working for me. It's not working for me. Most say no high roads taking over here, matching energy. Yes, we are definitely matching energy. The Black American community is matching all energy, taking all fades, ducking no smoke. Juan Maltzby. Oh, Bianca is here to moderate, just in case I need some help in Instagram. See, my sis be covering my back, both lanes. Rochelle, Juan up in the house. Rochelle up in here. Thank you for being number 39. I need y'all to hit that like button. Lady T, boo, we live on YouTube. Come on over. I'm over here to make sure y'all know we live on YouTube. DS reminding y'all to like this video, please. And thank you. Rochelle, my girl, been here for 51 months. Happy royal anniversary, Rochelle. We love you, sis. We got Gaby in the house. Hey, Gaby. Thank you for being number 40. You never get notified when I'm live anymore. That's why I'm doing YouTube and Instagram at the same time, to make sure we catch everybody who doesn't know that I'm live. And even I'm about to end the live on Instagram. And then, switcheroo, swapperoo, all that good stuff. So hopefully, everybody who's awake will know that we're live, because this is a little late for us. We used to do lates all the time, but not no more. Hey, we live on YouTube. Just call me Mariah. Come on over. Come on over. Come on over to YouTube. We're live right now. Right now. Come on over. The channel is my name, and the link is in the chat. Okay. I don't know how to pin anything. I wish I did. Oh, yes, I do. I just pinned Bianca's comment in Instagram. I learned something. Yay. So look, y'all, let's get ready. I'm going to go ahead and end the live on Instagram, and we're going to continue over here on YouTube. And we're going to get on into it. Okay. See y'all on the inside over here. All right. Bye. So anybody who sees it later, they can just come over. If they're there, we'll see them on the inside. So look. Gaby says it's only 9:30 for her. Listen, some of y'all remember when we used to jump in here and go live at 3 a.m, but I stopped doing that. One, I don't have the same level of energy. Life just changed for me. And I just don't have that level of energy anymore. And then two, that was during the pandemic, and people were like working from home and all that other stuff. And now people are back in the offices, and folks got to get up early in the morning. So I don't really do the 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning lives anymore. Like, that don't mean if we come in here and we talking trash and it run a little late, it just run a little late. But I'm not going to start a live that time of night like I used to. It just don't, you know what I mean? It don't add up no more. So let's get into hold on. Let's handle Claressa first real quick, because I want y'all to add her to your prayer list. I need y'all to add this baby to your prayer list. Something wrong with Claressa. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say something's wrong with this child. Okay? And child, did y'all see that that boy's harassing Jay-Z, talking about that's his daddy, even though the mama had another man listed as his daddy for 17 years? That case been shut down and cannot be refiled. Like, leave them people alone. They're not going to give you no money, young man. You know who your daddy is, and I think that's that dude that cut hair. That's who was on your paperwork. That there is your pappy. Okay? That baby pappy, boss. Like, that's your daddy. But, you know, people be playing crazy and whatnot. But, you know, at this point, it's just a mess. So hold on. Let's get to Claressa, because I'm concerned about her. Let us get to Claressa. Because I don't understand how we got here. I don't. I do not understand how we got here. And I feel like I would like to understand how we got here. And I don't know who to blame. And y'all let me know in the chat if there's nobody to blame. If there's nobody to blame, I'll take that. I just feel like there has to be a reason that we got here. Because this is a level of crazy that I'm not prepared for. Simply me say, I don't care for her. I understand. I do. Gabe said he don't look like Jay, like Blue look like Jay. He don't look like Jay at all. Like at all. He looked more like Ursha than Jay-Z, and he don't look like Ursha. That mess was just crazy. I'm like, why would you even do that? Like, why would you even put your, you know, the mama had another man listed as the child daddy up until he was 17, and then all of a sudden, oh, Sean Carter is your daddy. Ma'am, if you thought that, you'd have been trying to get some money for him while that boy was still underage. DS say Claressa can ask her cousin, the Klingons, to see if she could get on their prayer list. I'm about to pass out. I'm deceased. The Divine Miss M say she's number 42. Hey, sis. The pandemic days were amazing. I remember your daily updates on the news. Girl, yes. Because like y'all were home, people had more time, and I just can't see me doing all of that. And people ain't, you know, ain't awake. People got to go to bed. You got to get up early. You got to get your money on. And I understand. Siobhan say no one to blame but her. Dang. So we can't blame this on nobody, because y'all know I was all prepared to put all of this on Pap Smith. I was prepared. Even though it don't track, because some of the stuff that Layla Ali exposed her on with her behavior happened before him. So I don't know. Ooh, Divine Miss M said, I believe Wrestler might have been drinking that Flint, Michigan water. Could have. Them people ought to be ashamed of themselves, how they left them people water with that lead in it like that, you know. But you know what it is? It's a high population of Black people, and you know they don't care about us. They don't care about us at all. At all. And then keep telling us about vote blue like we owe them something, and y'all let them sit in their condition, and Black people and Black children suffering. But I'm going to shut up. Because I've seen a lot of people celebrating, oh, the blue won, and what they going to do. But what they've been doing, which is nothing. Promise Black people all type of stuff and don't do nothing. I'm so sick of them people. Let me shut up. Because that ain't why we here. I'm gonna be quiet. But y'all know me. I just be tired of people taking advantage of my folks. Y'all know me. I don't mean a bit of harm, but I just be real tired of people taking advantage of my people. And before I hit play, let me make sure I got some bubbles. Because it ain't but a handful of us. This ought to be easy. This should be easy peasy tonight. Shouldn't it? Oh, I see some bubbles. Okay. I need 20 people to hit the like button. I know good and hell well it ain't 20 people sitting in my house and won't hit a like button. I know that. I know that's not happening. Right. They need to give him some of the real water. I'm going to say this and I'm going to shut up. I ain't going to never apologize for loving my people. I'm going to just make that very clear. I'm never going to apologize for loving my people. I'm never going to apologize for being outraged at people who mistreat and take advantage of my people. I'm never going to apologize for putting my people first. And I'm never going to apologize for not being quiet about any of the above topics. Like, I do my best to keep it off this channel, but sometimes stuff just come out my mouth. And this is one of them times. So I would say I'm sorry, but that'll be a lie. Okay? So let me go ahead. Y'all turn y'all sound up, because I want y'all to hear the delusion. I want y'all to hear the delusion.
I look like Glorilla. I look like Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, it goes on. Y'all say I look like Scarlett. The only person who I think who I can even close to favor is Yandy. Like, I think that me and Yandy have a couple of features that may look alike, but
now you know what? This is what I'm talking about. Claressa and the delusion, Jesus. First of all, let's just get a couple things out the way before I let her finish with her delusion, okay? One, ain't nobody told you you look like Glorilla. Ain't nobody told you you look like no Glorilla. Ain't nobody told you that you look like Megan Thee Stallion. Ain't nobody told you that. Not by the face of body. Neither one of them girls. Ain't nobody told you that. Ain't no way in here you looked in a mirror in your house and thought you saw Yandy. Yandy ain't even cute, but you don't look like her. Y'all got two totally different faces. Now she resemble Yandy kneecap. I cannot. But this level of delusion, I'm gonna need y'all to add this baby to the prayer list. And DS, go ahead and open up that reflection corner, because you the first one in there. Hey, Sleepless in NYC. Miss Nisa say, I'm Flint. It's not the water. She come from a dysfunctional family. Lord, child, no. What mirror do she have? One that lying. She got a mirror that's a chronic liar. Let's let her finish, because she looked in her mirror and her mind told her that she saw Yandy.
Anybody else that they said no. And all them women are beautiful women. I'm just saying no. Like, where, I don't know how y'all getting Glorilla. She literally, I just don't see it at all. I look like me. And I've gotten Serena Williams in my younger years.
Now you know what? I'm not. I didn't even know she told that lie. Claressa, we seen your younger pictures, baby. Not now one of your younger pictures look like Venus or Serena. Oh my God. She said, I've gotten Serena in my younger years. You don't look like Serena by the face or the body. Ain't nobody told you that in your younger years. Serena look exactly like she's always looked. Only thing Serena been doing lately is putting on makeup that's for a tan white woman. This is what I'm saying. That delusion, Lord. It's a strong delusion. It's a scripture about that. Y'all go look that up. Lynette said, baby girl been hitting the head too many times. Poor child done gone bat crap crazy. You know you got to misspell the cuss words for me. David say, talk about being Delulu. Listen, man. Sleepless say, ain't nobody said she looked like Glow or Serena. She just be out here lying. Right. Ain't nobody said that. That's why I say she lying. Miss Nisa said she was looking in a fun mirror. Not a fun mirror. Not the one from the carnival. Quiet Storm said she drunk some of that Flint tap water unfiltered. One of our sisters said she in Flint and it ain't been. She blamed it on Claressa's kin people, like the family shame about us. Something going on. Whatever it is, I want it to stop going on. Definitely need a hug, and Pap Smith need to leave this baby alone, because I feel like he's feeding into some of the delusions with her, even though y'all say this is her fault that she like this. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, Here come the Layla Ali groupies. Yeah, I think I look like everybody. I look like Yen. Please get off my page. All y'all doing is crying. Oh, you're bullying her. How I'm bullying somebody who said they had knocked me out? That's crazy work. Hey, yep, I have gotten Hitman Holler 2, his twin sister. I have gotten that. Yep, I have. I don't know what's the big deal, but I look damn good without makeup like I look good with makeup. Let's just stop it. I actually don't wear a lot of makeup. For my little stuff, I do it. But, baby, I ain't never been scared to wear my face. Ever. Y'all is crazy. Some of y'all be hating so bad. Oh, you got the sparkly filter on. All it do is make sparkles on your damn face. What else do it do? Hold on. Let me go ahead and filter. Are you good now? You're just regular makeup. I like the little shiny stuff. That's it. Please.
This girl say a little makeup. Claressa, you got on contact lenses and 10 pounds of foundation. And I'm not mad at it. Shout out to the makeup girlies. I used to be one years ago when I had energy and time and gave a darn. But it's too much.
Get off my page. All y'all doing is crying. All your
yeah, it's the delusion. But there's more. There is more. Right. You named her is Miss Layla Oh So Pretty, Ali. That's her name. That is her name. Okay. To Adorable say, can we leave baby hair in 2025? First of all, I tried to start Lace Front Prevention Month back in 2014, and nobody went with me. Okay. Nobody was willing to sign up with me for lace front prevention. I was here for lace front prevention because I knew that this day was coming. And I promise you, I can find witnesses back in 2013, 2014, maybe as early as 2012, but I know for sure 2013, 2014, I tried to mobilize the girls for a lace front prevention coalition, and nobody wanted to sign up. Everybody was, getting into the lace fronts, and they just wanted to wear them, walking around looking like Shaolin monks. Y'all remember that's before y'all started plucking them real good. But nobody would listen. Deborah Randall said, "Yep, she right. She looks like herself. Period. She must be hoping for co-signers to say that she's B." I guess like did she look like somebody else? Yeah, you look like you, and ain't nothing wrong with looking like you. Yes, boxers can get CTE because it's licks to the head. Them licks to the head. I done been hit in the head before. I don't think I got it. Miss Nisa says she grew up around that girl people and say they something else. I believe it. Yeah, we can tell something ain't right. There's something about that whole situation ain't right. The fact that she's so laser focused on Layla Ali daddy, like she don't already have her own daddy, is crazy. It's crazy town. I love Muhammad Ali, but I would never want him to be my daddy over Phil. I'm proud to be Phil's daughter. And it's like she don't rep for her daddy, but she constantly talking about somebody else's daddy. Like she wished that was her daddy. To Adorable say, is she fishing for compliments? Yes. This is what fishing for compliments looks like. But hold on, y'all. I got something else I want y'all to see. She got into it also with Cameron, and I was unaware of this until I saw this on Geisha's page. And Geisha don't really like her, so Geisha went and got all the stuff on her. And I was not prepared. Shout out to Geisha 305. I was completely unprepared. I absolutely did not know that she had got into it with Cameron, and that's why Cameron had been roasting her. I was completely unaware. I had no clue whatsoever. No clue that this is what was going on. Yeah. But that is a compliment. She looked like herself. DS, come get your sister. Come get Simply V. 21-second violation. And you know why. I ain't even gonna say nothing. You know why. Have mercy. DS, come get her. This is from months ago. I wasn't even aware that this had happened. Y'all know I don't be watching Cameron and Ace and Mace like that because both of them can get on my nerves periodically here and there. Okay. Yep. Simply B, see, DS is here to pick you up. Hop on in the squad car. Unless somebody bond you out, that's a 21-second violation. You crazy. For the record. Okay.
I have female stalkers before, but it's usually after I fuck them. I never had. I did the face-off between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. I'm reading the cue cards. We talked about this last week, but I'm gonna form my own. It says the most watched women's fight ever, Katie Taylor against Amanda Serrano. I don't know what's the most watched female boxing match. Now, don't get me wrong, I love female boxing, but I never studied who was the most watched female boxing match. So I'm just reading what's on the card. After that, she goes on DMs me, yo, you got that wrong, champ. Da 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 da. I'm the most watched female fighter. Fine. I said, congratulations. But after last night, which was the next day after the Jake Paul main event with them, I said, you got some catching up to do. Cool. After that, she says, I look forward to breaking records. I put fire emoji. The next day after that, she does a 20-minute interview dissing me. Cam is trying to rewrite history. Cam don't, pardon me. Cam don't know what he's talking about. Cam is crazy. This nigga, he don't like black women. Da 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 da. And I'm like, bro, all I did was read what was on the cue card. How I'm trying to rewrite history. I didn't know who was the most watched, but I did know after the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, and they co-made an event, it was 50 million, 60 million, whatever it was watching them. All this turns into Cam don't like black women. Cam is hating on me. I'm trying to rewrite history. I didn't know the history. So then I left it alone. I said what I said on the show. Then she tagging me in videos talking about, yeah, Cam, look at this, and that third. So I left it alone. She tagged me again. So I DM'd her back. I said, this is stalking at this point. I don't want to give you the attention you don't want. You're going to get the attention that you don't want. I'm telling you. I said this in the DM. She said, let's go at it. And that's where it went. I'm just a funny nigga. So I just started clowning her. After I'm clowning her, she go back and forth. Look, sir, I don't know you, homeboy. I don't know nothing you do but box. I have no opinion of you. I don't care if your fight was the most watched or not the most watched. My nigga, I do not know you from nowhere. So that's all the back and forth, but I was just having fun with it over the weekend. And she was putting up shit, I was putting up shit. But everything she was putting up, she don't know what the fuck she talking about. I got robbed. I never got robbed. Nigga tried to take my Lamborghini from me. I said no. I got shot up behind it. No disrespect, I'm not saying that's a smart thing to do.
Definitely
but you don't have
not.
your facts correct. When you get your facts correct, I'll tell you you're right, but all your facts are incorrect. Look, mister, I don't know you from nowhere. I hope you enjoy your life. I hope you have fun, but I don't know you.
So y'all heard the gist of that. Listen, while I do not condone men saying sir and homeboy and mister and my nigga to women, I'm just like, Claressa, you brought this on yourself. And I think it has a lot to do with the delusion. It's the delusion. Like the fact that Jake Paul put her on a list of people that he wants to fight. And she's like, oh yeah, I would fight him. And I'm like, why would you fight him, honey? That's an insult. You're a woman. You're in women's boxing. But it's the delusion. It's the fact that she legit wants to be seen as a competition for a man. The fact that she was, making statements to Cameron like she wanted to tussle with him. Lady, you're a boxer, but you're a lady boxer. Those men will hurt you, honey. We saw a woman knock you down. You don't want to be in there to fighting with no man. And Cameron as much as said that, like, we saw what you do in the ring with, you know, with those women. We saw you spar with a man and get knocked out. So let's not do that. Couture Bay say, now she picking with Harlem's own. Cam is crazy. Cam is a fool. Like, I feel like I could roast back and forth with Cam, but she can't. Number one, she too sensitive. Number two, she not that smart. And number three, she not that quick with her mouth. She's just not. And I can't imagine why she would pick any type of verbal altercation with Cameron. DS say she looked like, DS, go to jail. 30-second violation. 30 seconds. 30. And then you're going to come back and correct your spelling. 30 seconds. Go to jail. Couture Bay say, Claressa had some of that Flint water. Y'all are killing me with the Flint water. Latrice say, what a treat. Hey, girl, thank you for being number 43. I know good and hell well I don't have 20 people sitting in my house not hitting the like button. I know I don't have that. I know I don't. If I need to stop and do Duolingo this time of night, let me know. And I can go ahead and finish up my whole little, what they call it? The section. I can finish out my section if I can't get no likes, because like at this point on my unit, because I'm still in section 3, but I'm on unit 14 and I got like 3 more steps to go to finish out my unit. If I can't get no likes, let me know. And we can all sit up here and learn, you know, woman show Jongwin. Let me know. Bonjour, Jongwinba. Jongwinma. Yeah, we can learn to speak Chinese. We can do that. I'm getting better at it. I like it. Yeah, Couture say, like the live, please, because she ain't trying to learn Chinese with a Southern accent, because that's exactly what's going on over here. Okay? They're going to get some Southern fried, covered in gravy Chinese. And y'all going to get some too if I don't get them likes up. Okay? Okay. So look, real quick before we get to Kim Kardashian, because I'm sick of her. I'm real sick of her, and we're going to drag her too. Right, Rochelle, what's the problem? It's free. It don't cost you nothing to hit a like button. It don't cost nothing. Do I have bubbles? Do I have bubbles? Because I need them. I need them. Okay? So, real quick, Potomac. Y'all, what the hell going on? So it looked like production messed around and let Stacy know that, like, girl, one of the magazines done caught a glimpse or a picture of you out with Chris Samuels. What, address it? So it looked like Stacy Rush has been forced to address the fact you was dating, you was out, you know, trying to date with that man. Like, that's what you was doing. And I don't know why she feels like she gonna sit on a reality show and she gonna try to call out other people dating situations, and she wasn't gonna have to answer hers. And what's interesting when y'all see it, if you haven't seen the clip already, is that she looks irritated that she had to answer some questions. And it's like, girl, you're in this mess because you tried to call out Giselle for going on a date. A single woman whose children are grown and out of the house for going on a date with a man who's also single. There wasn't no call out. So then when that gets called out and somebody calls out the fact that you was being messy trying to date an ex-cast member's, well, not your cast member, but an ex-cast member of the show's ex-husband, because that was messy. There was no reason for you to tell somebody to introduce you to that man. That was messy as hell. It wasn't backstabby or no, you know, girl code violation because you don't know Monique, but it was messy. It was messy. It literally gives no original thought. You didn't even want to date an original person. You tried to pay for TJ when that blew up in your face because you didn't give him his money, and he like, you know, spazzed out and went all sister girl on you. Then you tried to date somebody who used to be married to a castmate, a cast member. And she looked irritated and she had to answer a question. I'm like, girl, you put this on yourself. She put this on herself. So she did have to answer the question like, well, I was dating people and Timo was dating people and he's one of the people that I had dated and he's a great person. Nobody said he wasn't a great person. Nobody was slandering him. And the fact that she keeps going into this diatribe, he's a good person, he's a great person, he's a great person. Girl, ain't nobody said he wasn't. I think everybody on that cast has made it very clear that they think very highly of Chris Samuels. Now, what they may not think highly of is you because you lie all the time. But she did look like she was really irritated that she had to answer that question. DS said, I thought Stacy was back with Tickle Me Elmo. She is. But she didn't want to answer the question about the fact that she did go and contact people and ask them to hook her up with an ex-cast member's ex-husband. That's messy as hell. It's a million men in the world, probably a million of them right in that area. Why would you specifically target that man unless you was trying to be messy? Which, hey, if you were, you were. But don't be irritated because people ask questions, okay? Yeah, she was over it. Don't be over it because that's what you get. How you going to bring up Giselle dating a man? So she's single. He's single. Giselle done told y'all them chewing on she for the streets and you take it any way you want. But you thought bringing up who she was dating was okay, but nobody shouldn't bring up who you went out with. The fact that you asked somebody to introduce you to this man, not that y'all had friends in common, not that y'all was in the same place at the same time, and you know it just kind of worked out that way. Girl, you're messy. You're messy. And so is your wig. Bianca said an unmarried woman. These are my opinions alone. But I don't think she was single in the first place. Me either. And if she was divorced, they did it for the cameras, in my opinion. And that would have been happening during the time when she was still married. So she think on a show where everybody gossip about everybody's business, nobody can't ask no questions about you married, a whole married lady that was on the show paying for a boyfriend, going out on a date with an ex-cast member's ex-husband should have been a topic of conversation. But a single woman who ain't married to nobody and ain't been married to nobody since J. Maul, who is now remarried to Dr. Carey, is on a date. Girl, please, we can talk about you. So that was interesting. And then, hey, Peanut done slid through, y'all. She like number 56. Wait a minute. I need 17 people to hit the like button, and I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all about to learn some Chinese. Jassi. We got to talk about Jassi. Jassi, that looked like Jassi about to get spicy with Tia. Now, y'all told me it looked like they had a little altercation, and apparently they did. So, y'all seen Sunday, they was at the restaurant with Mr. Sunshine. Mr. Sunshine was the owner of the restaurant. Remember, he brought them drinks he called a killer bee? That Kiana say be biting them and stinging them when they try to drink it. Well, the one that said he was going to cook their food. Well, it looked like he was out there partying with the girls or whatever. And Jassi is real pretty, so he might, Jassi might have caught his eye. You never know, right? But look, Tia up there joking around and playing. Mr. Sunshine, the dude that owned the restaurant, he looked like somebody's old island uncle. Yeah, old cat. He ain't no danger to nobody. So Tia playing around like, oh, Mr. Sunshine got his eye on you. You better tell your man he got some competition with Mr. Sunshine. She playing around with the girl. Jassi done went left. Like, don't play with me. Not 14 days before my wedding and blase, boop, 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 boop. I said, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Hold on, Hattie. Now, Jassi, why you protesting so much? Now, I know for a fact you ain't feeling Mr. Sunshine. I think we all know that. Even Kiana got her joke in there. Because she was like, girl, you tripping. You reaching and you doing too much because we know Mr. Sunshine ain't no competition for Darius. She said that man had 2 teeth and 2 dreads, and I got weak. Weak. Divine Miss M say, I don't care for Stacy. Her extra long back gives me pause. Yo, DS, come get your sister. 16-second violation. DS, come and get your sister. Okay? Bianca say, oh, Jassi, got it. Yeah, we talking about Jassi. And Peanut say, Jassi acting up like that over a joke gives you cheating in real life. I thought about that. I did. This what I was thinking. That's why I told y'all I don't need no DNA test. I know this child is my child. I know it. Listen, I said, Jassi done went and cheated back on Darius. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all know where I'm coming from. Put a 3 in the chat if you need me to explain this a little bit better. I'm going to do it anyway. But put a 1 in the chat if you know where I'm coming from. I believe Jassi done cheated back on Darius. Because remember now, when it was on the last season, they had the little love grotto thing, a love swamp, or whatever the hell they was calling it over there at Karen House. I don't know what the hell they call it. Love lagoon, something with some water and some love. Remember she had him there, and they was asking all the questions. You feel like your partner cheated? Oh, I see the ones. Okay, my sisters is with me. Okay, where my girls at? From the front, the back. What is you feeling that? Okay, but look. So she wasn't cutting him no slack. And he was like, I didn't. She said, but I feel like you did. You know what I'm saying? Like she had a lot of smoke. She had a lot of razzle dazzle for Darius. Y'all remember that? Don't wait till the end of the video to say, oh yeah, now I remember. Y'all remember that? She had a whole lot of razzle dazzle for him. She didn't care about the cameras. She didn't care about them women sitting there. She didn't care about none of that, right? So boom. Fast forward to this season. They getting married. Everything is everything. Hey, Linnell, thank you for being 55. And she's so concerned because she don't even want it said, even in a joking manner, that she giving a man no attention. So apparently she done cheated back. He got his feelings hurt. And that's probably how they ended up getting married, because she like, okay, I'm ready to stop when you are. Because, you know, men can't take what they do. They can sleep with 200 women. You shake hands with one man, and that next thing you know, this man need a cardiac stent, a pacemaker, and a Holter monitor. I think she did it back. Ooh, even say she done cheated and she better pray it don't come out. I think Darius already know. That's why she don't want nothing said, because they probably done agreed like, yep, you hurt me. Yeah, I hurt you. I ain't gonna do that to you no more. You better not do that to me no more. And it's given. She don't even want a joke told like that, because it's like, we done came to an agreement and we done agreed on a marriage and this is what we doing. And don't even play with me like that. So I think that's why she went there. Now Tia's sitting there confused. Everybody at the table look confused as hell. And Tia's like, girl, look, that's just how I be joking. And that's just what that is. I ain't even mean nothing like that. Even Angel sitting there, you know, the queen of overreaction and flip-floppery this whole season. Angel is like, she didn't mean nothing by that, girl. Wendy crazy tail looking for the prosciutto. Everybody else just eating, looking at her crazy like, girl, what is this about? Are you okay? Even say, because he ain't gonna be able to deal with the embarrassment. You right. He ain't. Because a man will embarrass the hell out you, but they can't take when that embarrassment when the shoe is on the other foot. Quiet Storm, thank you so much for the cash up, sis. Let me put a heart on that. Let me put a heart on that. Thank you, sis. My first and only support of the whole night. Thank you. So I was like, Jassi, did you cheat back on Darius? I mean, if you did, I mean, I don't agree with that type of activity, and not for the reason y'all think. Not because a man deserves any more care or concern or kindness than you would give him. Just because I feel like you shouldn't make your body dirty to prove a point to a man. Like, keep your body clean. Don't get dirty for no man. I wouldn't. You know, like if I could get you back without me getting dirty, okay, but you're not finna dirty my body up to get back at you, because I didn't tell you to be a hoe. But I'm gonna remind you a hoe. Like he wouldn't be able to get in a car with me and nothing else, because I'm telling I would be playing Houdini. I'm a hoe, you know I'm a hoe. And how do you know? I had a hoe one time, and every time that hoe got in the car, I would put on JT money. Whole problem ain't no problem. Don't hate the game, because that ain't gonna solve it. Yeah. Every time that person got in my car, you gotta let a hoe be a hoe, Matt. Yes. But getting dirty because somebody else dirty, that's never the move for me. But it's giving me that Jassi done cheated back on that man, stepped all on his feelings, his heart, his soul, and everything. And now he don't know what to do. He don't even know what to do. Okay? I'm just saying that's what it's giving to me, because Jassi went off the deep end and she wasn't playing. She really was off the deep end. Now look like she came back in time for Ashley to be licking on her chest, But that's neither here nor there. I don't know what the hell that was about. I don't understand having strange women. I don't care how friendly we are. Don't lick me. But you know, I'm not from the new school, so that might be what the problem is. Okay. Now, even say, but probably, so see, he probably only know about some talking. And it might have been cheating in the next room. That might have been what was going on. Or it could have been some of that, who's making love to your old lady while you was out making love. While he was doing his thing, she could have been doing her thing at the same time. Or it could have been some equal opportunity. Okay? Or it could have been some Peggy Scott Adams. I'm getting what I want. Just ain't getting it where I want it from. Ain't no telling how it went. But it looked like something went down. Now, I ain't saying it's my business, but Jassi, if you decide to tell it, Auntie will happily report it for you. Okay? Or not. Or not. Don't come at me like you came at Tia, honey. I ain't from the UK. That might not be what you want to do. Linnea is right. Ashley's disgusting. So now, let me tell y'all about these Braxton heifers y'all asked me to look at. And I did. You know, and these notes are mainly my feelings because the show was a big nothing burger. I knew it wasn't going to be my type of show. Let me tell y'all this, what I got from it. Oh, it's 11:11. Make a wish. If you Central Time, it's your time to make a wish, child. Make a wish. The cease and desist about her wanting to do this podcast with the niece who said that the deceased ex-uncle-in-law had done something untoward to her. Y'all know we got to keep it clean for YouTube, but something disgusting to her. Y'all remember that the niece came out on social media, put a 6 in the chat if y'all remember that, and said that it happened and that the auntie that was married to the man, you know, was kind of like not on her side, was taking the man's side over hers and all of that. Y'all remember that? Put a 6 if you remember. Cease and desist was filed and served. Clearly, if you get a cease and desist, the law firm is on there. The person who's serving you is on there. So I didn't understand what the drama was at this chaotic dinner situation. We get all this, you know, fakery, all this nonsense about, oh, I'm a single mother and somebody knew where I lived and they came to my door. Girl, the mailman come to your door, you don't know him either. The UPS man come to your door, you don't know him either. The FedEx man either. Okay, anybody can serve paperwork to you. No one where you live to serve paper. What the hell that got to do with you being a single mother? This is why I keep saying, and I'm going to continue to say, I do not know how anybody can stand Tamar Braxton, because she is insufferable and she's a train wreck. All by herself. I did have to ask Peanut what these women's names were. She told me the bald one is Tawanda and the, you know, kind of fluffy lady is Trina. I think I got the names right. So the Tawanda lady was like, girl, I don't even know where you live. And so Tamar had to admit to the fact that she doesn't know where she lives. So on top of the names being on the paperwork, you know that this sister Tawanda doesn't know where you live. And you know, for crap show, Toni Braxton is not going to, you know, come down off of her throne to deliver no cease and desist papers to you. So you already know who the issue is. Like, are you cool? It just made no sense. Then she said, give me my money back. She said it was $50K. The sister said it was only $35,000. She said Tamar offered the money and she has the receipt. Says she said she was buying a house and Tamar offered the money. And I believe it. I believe it. Me and Peanut was talking about it, and I said the same thing, that the same conclusion she came to, that Tamar seems like the type of person that if she got it to do, she'll offer. But then, you know, on Mad Day, she gonna bring it up about every little thing she did for you. And I'm sorry, I do believe it. I do believe she offered. As far as the amount, I don't know. It could have initially been $35K, and she did some other stuff, and she's adding it all in one. I don't know. She claimed that the sister Tawanda had used her credit cards. The sister says she did not. Toni asked her something about it, and she told Toni, just because she accused me of it, does that make it true? Which it does not. And then she's like, she's not gonna be nobody's verbal punching bag. I'ma just be honest. I don't know these ladies, but that Tawanda lady don't look like she gonna be nobody punching bag. She look like she 1 minute from whooping everybody anyway, in my opinion. I don't think that she's ever been a verbal punching bag. Y'all let me know in the chat. If I'm a bad judge of character, let me know. She doesn't strike me as a bully, but she definitely don't strike me as no pushover. She don't. I'm just gonna say that. Tamar, you know, they show clips of her yelling and screaming at some point, bending over into Toni Braxton's face, screaming into her face and wobbling her weave around, like doing a lot. The Tawanda lady was like, she made the statement about Tamar had, you know, slept with one of Toni Braxton's ex-boyfriends. Thank you for letting me know, because I'm like, that lady don't strike me as no pushover. Evie says definitely has never been a pushover. Yes, I'm like, verbal punching bag. Girl, are you... Let me say this. There are some sisters who feel like if they refrain from dog walking you, that they be in a punching bag. I don't know who needs to hear this. Just because you managed not to beat the hell out of somebody, it don't mean you was no punching bag. It just means you showed some restraint. That does not a punching bag make, okay? And restraint is good. It's good not to beat the hell out of people when they say stuff to piss you off. It's good not to do that. I had to learn it, okay? Bianca say, Tamar definitely had a mad day, but I don't think that she was wrong in all that she was saying in this instance. And I can't stand Tamar, but they all crazy. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm into it. The Divine Miss M say Tawanda put Tamar's money in her bankruptcy as a loan. Oh, she wrote it off as a loan. Oh, okay. That's messy. Yeah, you definitely are that sister. If you manage not to, you know, jump off the top turnbuckle and do a belly to back suplex, you feel like, you know, I'm just showing so much restraint. I'm being a doormat, and not so much. Yeah, I'm assuming it's a lot from previous seasons. See, I'm being attacked. See, definitely crazy. But listen, so after all that, then I'm looking at this mess and I'm like, okay. So then she's like, well, you slept with him too. I don't believe Tamar on that. I don't believe that lady slept with Toni Braxton's boyfriend. The fact that you know, you didn't say no, I didn't. You slept with him too is crazy town. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how y'all watch these women. Couture said, yeah, Tawanda's a dog face lie. She stay manipulating the situation. Well, tell me how, since y'all made me watch this. She stole her money. She stole her mama's Social Security check. Wait a minute. Yeah, she said too. You slept with him too. Yes, Lord. And then later on, she said she didn't, and then that's where it got to be a lot. Tawanda stole from the mom too. Yeah, that's what Nisa say. Nisa say she took her mama's Social Security check. The Social Security. We had a cousin that did that, but my cousin was on powder at the time. Well, I think he was messing with crack too. I can't prove it because he always worked out, so he never got skinny. But we had a cousin that took my auntie. Was it my auntie or my uncle? I think it was it both of their checks? I want to say it was my uncle check, but it could have been both of them. 1 month, took every dollar. But he was on dope at the time. And Tawanda don't look like she on dope. Mm-hmm. Couture said Tamar's over the top, but in this instance, she was right about them all. And yes, Tawanda was stealing from them all. Oh, they say Tawanda Finger's been sticking this stuff for years. Oh, she klepto. Who kleptorina? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna say this. If she was mad about old stuff, Couture Bay, because this is what I'm getting. It's like it's some old stuff. If she was mad about the old stuff, then she should have kept it on that. Because by the time you start pretending like this about a cease and desist, you just look crazy. Because those of us who are not invested, we don't like y'all like that. We would never watch you. This is my first time sitting down and sitting through an episode. I have never sat through an episode of these people because I don't like them. I like Toni. The rest of them, I don't know them. The clips I've seen, I can tell they're not my type of people. She should have been talking about what she was really mad about. I don't like when people do that. If You mad about one thing, say what you mad about. Because what she was doing did not address anything. She sounded like a nut. She was acting even crazier. And if it was me, I would have slapped the stupid out of her. I'm gonna just tell you that. Girl, I had a family member who was on dope, but worked out, smoking with muscles. Yes. Girl, my cousin was on that dope and worked out every day, muscle bound, real good looking, and all the women was going crazy over him, and he was having them fun. His habit too. B say Tamar may not be lying in this instance. Her sisters are trying to play off her antics with the public, but they did her wrong. Right is right. But what's wrong about a cease and desist? Help me out. It's about the cease and desist. Tawanda took it back, so Tamar let the clip off. What did she take back? Okay, y'all got to tell me some more now. Y'all done made me watch this mess. I don't watch that Trainwreck show either, but I do watch the clips. Yeah, like to me, the whole thing was weird. Say, and she deserved a cease and desist for trying to monetize her niece's trauma. I agree. I'm like, the cease and desist couldn't get there quick enough, in my opinion. I'm like, what are you mad about? You were trying to do something creepy and somebody blocked you. Divine Museum say that sis that passed told Tawanda to her face she's a snake. Yeah, but what that got to do with the cease and desist? That's the part right there. That's where I'm stuck at. Why was she so mad about this cease and desist? Yes, a lot of them boys that work out, bodybuilders, they play with their powder because they don't let you eat too much, so you can build muscle and cut fat real easy. Yes, that's the thing. Lisa said, I'm not a Tamar fan, but I don't stand with her. I don't, because why did you want to go and do a whole podcast about your niece's trauma? It was creepy. They protecting Gabe and Trina. But it's not they. If one person filed a cease and desist, how did it turn into they? This what I need. This is the part I need. Matter of fact, let me put this StreamYard. One of y'all come explain this to me. Because I don't want to be unfair, right? And what I'm seeing ain't making no sense. Now, at the same time, is Tamar interested in helping the niece, or is Tamar trying to monetize this girl's pain? Couture Bay say Ashley was mistreated by the brother, and the brother went to Tawanda. Okay, and Tamar isn't cool with the brother because he allowed the abuse. Okay, so the girl told her daddy. The daddy told Tawanda, the girl with no hair. And Tamar says she mad with the brother because he allowed it. But is that true? Because Tamar lies through her teeth. This is where I'm lost now. Okay, here go my niece. Now tell me what's going on.
Okay, Auntie, so I'm gonna be super fast because I gotta go to work. So okay. Ashley came out with her TikTok thing, and it was exposing one of the uncles in the family, which turned out to be Gabe. That's who it is. So then,
ain't he dead?
When it was, yeah, Gabe is dead, but Gabe is the man who was being inappropriate with the niece. So then Ashley was out there talking about it. So Tamar was like, hey, she went to Tony and said, hey, should we like get in front of this? And Tony was all for it. So that just shows you Tony is messy. Tony was like, yes, put her on the podcast so we can hear, because Tamar never liked Gabe. She couldn't stand Gabe. So they were going to expose Gabe. So we don't even know what the interview is about. That's one. The whole podcast, it was set to come out, and then the brother found out, which is Ashley's dad, their brother, and he stopped it because she talked about how he had her around the stepmother who was abusive and all that other stuff. And then there was a lot of things going on over there. Then she talked about how the niece that passed away, what happened with that situation. She was just telling it all. So because they did not want to, the brother didn't want to look bad as a father, he went to Tawanda, because that's what I'm gathering from everything. Because she kept saying,
Tasha, this girl here, Tasha Talk, say the brother is the one that filed a cease and desist, and somebody else is saying the brother sent the cease and desist, and he also sent one to his daughter. So why was Tamar there acting like a slap dong donkey?
Because Because the only person who has her address is Tony. Tony is the only one who gave him that. So they all came together. So the family lawyer is Tawanda's lawyer and Tony's lawyer. He used the lawyer, so they knew all about it. They knew it. So she was saying, y'all could have gave me the heads up. Y'all acted like y'all didn't know what was going on. And so she was like, you send a cease and desist, but you want me to be in your wedding. You send a cease and desist, but you're not answering me.
But
You
she
know,
didn't send a cease and desist. Like, Tamar is unhinged. Your brother sent a cease and desist. If you mad because they knew and didn't get in it, just say y'all knew and y'all didn't get in it. Y'all should have got involved or whatever. However, why
but their
are
names is on
you
the cease and
saying?
desist too.
But that's not what was said.
Yeah,
I
because
like literally, I was forced to go look at this mess because y'all made me look at this show. It wasn't no bunch of names on there.
So when Trina was
Got the
like,
law
I need,
firm, one name.
yeah, they had the law firm, they had the brother's name, and they had them. Cause she was like, whose attorney was it? She said from the Braxton attorney, family attorney. He's not a part of the Braxton business or whatever. So he had to go through Tawanda because Tawanda is still Tony's assistant somehow or whatever. So it's just a big thing. So Tawanda brought up the past, hence why Tamar brought up the past too. Honestly, it would have been nipped in the bud if Miss Evelyn would have just told them, hey, not everybody is going to be successful, but instead of them trying to continue to help, because Tamar, even when she wasn't famous, was giving Tawanda money and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that from 2018 and some other time she had been giving her money. I saw that. I think for me though, it's just like, so they let him use a lawyer. That still don't change that he served you a cease and desist and also served one of his daughter.
Yes, and then they went on to say something. Well, you know, Tawanda is the ringleader of that. So I think they're
I
addressing
got that
everything all of
feeling. I got the
yeah.
feeling that Tawanda don't like her. Tawanda gives me she don't like her.
She doesn't like her, and then she plays like, "Oh, I don't know what it is. I'm trying to be a good sister." No, Tawanda is the ultimate gaslighter and manipulator, and at the end of the day, you know, they got to do what they got to do for TV. But a lot was said because it's been spoiled. It's been boiling over. Tawanda don't like Tamar, and she just need to come out and say it because Tamar has like did a lot to be like, okay, let me, you know, tone down who I am to be in your presence, and it's still not enough for Tawanda. Tawanda just needs
Yeah,
to
because
say,
she
I
just
don't.
don't like her. And you know
Yeah,
what?
just say, I don't
This is
like
the
you.
only episode I've ever watched, and in one episode, I could figure out real quick. Tawanda don't like her. Like
She
she
don't,
don't like her at
and
all.
she don't like the fact that she's close to Tony, and that irritates her too. And
I can see that.
because she's a thief and she always stealing, you know, and the fact that Mama E lives with Tamar and Tony 99% of the time, that also makes her mad. You know, it's a lot with that.
Okay, but yeah, Tamar, I'm sorry though. That what I watched, Tamar was disgusting. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nothing that went on at that table warranted that. And I'm gonna go as far as to say I don't believe that she was interested in doing nothing for that girl. I think that was the interest that her interest was monetizing that girl's pain. Because I heard very clearly what she said, y'all blocking my business or trying to block my bag. I'm like, is this about your bag or this about your niece, baby?
Both. It's about both.
That's
And that's
disgusting.
why when she said, Tony, you agreed, that's when Tony got up. Because Tony was like, oh man, because Tony was
Nah, that
playing
ain't
both sides.
no. That ain't when Tony got up. Tony got up when she was like, you something about sleeping with your husband too. That's when Tony stood up because she had been all in Tony's face. I had that notebook. She had leaned all in Tony's face. Tony ain't moved. When she said, well, you said you told me, you said bring her on, put her on the show. And Tony was like, that is not what I said. Tony was trying to like clarify what she said. So it's clear that Tony said bring her somewhere. And I don't know whether they had a miscommunication, whether whatever. And then Tony was in the confessional and was like, look, I don't have to lie about little kitty stuff. That ain't what I said. But Tamar was like, you didn't you say? She said, I did not say bring her on no podcast. So I think Tony wanted her to bring her on the Braxton show. on the show with them.
Well,
And I
well,
think
either
Tamar
way,
won't do the podcast.
she blocked from both. She can't do none of it. So
So go cuss at your brother instead of acting like a donkey with your sisters. Because that scene, that production show where she's leaning over, shaking her weave and whatnot in Tony's face. Like, what are you doing all that for? What you doing
the
all that for?
ratings. That's the ratings. But this goes back to if Mama E would have nipped that in the bud when Tamar like got famous too. I think a lot of this could have been mitigated because as quiet as it's kept, Tawanda is still holding on to the fact that Tamar couldn't make Tawanda successful because Trina don't want to do anything if we're gonna be honest.
Right.
So it's crazy because if you go look at all the old stuff, the only people who was on stage singing with Tamar during the Love and War era was Tracy and Trina. Tawanda was nowhere to be found. And then when Tawanda was found, she was doing weird stuff like they wearing all black and she the only one in red. I just, girl, please. And then singing off key. I don't know what that was about. But I think it's just tensions have already rise and to the on top of the wedding stuff because Tawanda is a liar. Tawanda was acting like, oh, y'all don't want to come to my wedding. No, you want Tony to be at your wedding. You don't want none of
I
them at
saw
your wedding.
that. Now that's the other thing I was gonna say that let me know that she don't like Tamar. Tamar wasn't there. She was like, "Oh, I'm enjoying my piece. Somebody pop another bottle." Then when it was Tony, she looking like she finna cry. This lady is she's still a performer. So she's doing rehearsals for a performance, and she up here about to cry because the girl ain't there to be at getting measurements and going to a bridal shower. I'm like, are you cool? Your sister still gonna make it back for your wedding. She can't be there for that stuff. Not and she's still getting her bread on. Come on now. And then
Tawanda is a
and then
class A narcissist.
the little chubby one, Trina, she up here crying because I see Tawanda eyes tearing up, and I don't like that. Like, are y'all okay? Was she supposed to put her whole life on hold because you marrying some man? She's still showing up for you. Like, it was weird. It was weird.
It is weird, but that's all I have. Auntie, that's really what it's about. Them
Thank
girls
you.
do not like Tamar at the end of the day. The only one who do really like Tamar is Tony. And it's unfortunate
And look like
because
Tony be getting fed up with her because she's so much. She's just
well,
so
Tony
much.
Tony said she's been like that since birth, and I get that. So yeah, she did. I watched the Iana episode. Tamar, this is who she is. She's been like that since birth. So over the top. But like I said, it's Miss Evelyn's fault because she didn't get them girls that counseling that they needed when the daddy was doing whatever and made them other children and didn't go tell them daughters to go get counseling when Tamar made it. Because Tony was the only one truly happy. Tony and Tracy were the only ones who were truly happy that Tamar made it because she always wanted to be a singer. So I think a lot of why she's not successful is self, but it also has to do with her family too. Because Tawanda is a thief. So I mean she was stealing from the credit card. She got a Nicki Minaj problem, baby. They swiping them visas.
Yeah, and
Swiping the
she
visas.
sat down was like she didn't do that. But I'm like, girl, that sounded a little suspicious. That was suspicious.
No, she was
And
taking Miss Evelyn's SSI check.
they said that in the chat. Say she took that lady's social security check.
Yes, she did. She's a thief. Something wrong with her. That's probably why Miss Evelyn don't do too much fooling with Tawanda and them children over there because her
She
daughter
don't
is a
want her
thief.
purse to get snatched. Would you
No. Mm-mm.
go over there to visit and come up late?
Mm-mm. It's a mess. Everything about it was a mess. Her marrying this man's a mess. She a mess. It.
Baby, and then this Bridgerton mess. What is it with these black women obsessed with cosplaying as Victorian white people? What is this about? Why? That's
I
so
don't
corny
know.
and gross.
I don't know. See, do I want to dress up as the Bridgerton? No, it's too much clothing for me. I can't breathe and all that. But
And it's corny. Like, it's corny. Like,
we're
what
talking
is
about
wrong with you?
Tawanda. We are talking about Tawanda.
Yeah, I didn't understand her energy on any of that. I was like, and the colors, darling. Why?
Look, the fact that man is wearing a man weave, please. But let me drop down, Auntie.
Thank you for filling
Bianca, you
me in.
gotta
I
get up
love
here and tell her to
you.
rest. I love
Be
you too.
careful over there. We'll talk soon.
Oh, Yes, ma'am. Asia's crazy, but I see it's crazy everywhere this year.
Yes.
All right, y'all.
All right, bye, boo. Okay, Divine Miss M said attorney said Trina has businesses and their wealth is in order. Tony, Trina, Tamar, Tawanda. Is that the order that they in with the money? Mm-hmm. Ms. Nisa said Tamar said she was SA when she was young and she didn't get the help and something happened to her niece and she wanted to tell her stories. So why can't she just tell her story? If you can't tell your niece's story, that don't stop you from telling your story. Like that one is personal to you, so tell your story. And hold on, B had a comment. So I don't care for Tamar either, but she ain't wrong here in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would have to know more about these ladies because what I saw, I was over it, and it was giving you want to capitalize on what's going on with your niece. Because if you just wanted to tell your story, you'd have told it. I don't understand. Uh-oh, there go Peanut. You got to unmute, girl.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I went a couple years ago and I had binged all the Braxton seasons.
Oh, shoot. We got a binge watcher. Now I can know everything. What's going on?
Now, in my opinion, I don't agree with nobody about the sisters. I don't agree with nobody. The one that passed, Lord rest her dead, she was terrible. She was jealous of them because she messed up and had a baby early. It was crazy. That's what I got from her. She was very hateful. She took her daddy's side, even though the daddy was cheating on the mom, all that. The one that passed.
The one that passed away took the daddy's side after he mistreated Miss Evelyn?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, girl, what's Philly? There you go.
So that's the one that passed. She was full of crap. She was jealous. She made poor decisions. And that's that one. Okay, boom. Tawanda is a freeloader.
Okay.
I will say that she always with a broke man that she got to take care of.
Had you heard about her and the stealing?
I didn't know about the stealing. I don't remember them talking about that on prior seasons. But I do remember something had happened where she would be helping Tony and she was charging Tony. And I remember it was a big thing and Tamar felt like, why are you charging Tony when Tony do so much? Tony was the main one between her and Tamar taking care of the mama. Why are you charging Tony? Basically, when Tony always makes sure we good. Right. So that was the thing. But it's because Tawanda money ain't never right. Tawanda's money ain't never right because she always with a broke man. Then Trina was with Gabe. Most of the season she was with Gabe, the Spanish man. It looked like he didn't.
And the Spanish man is the man that did that to that girl.
Correct. But on the show, I remember them talking about he had a corn addiction, all kind of stuff. Like he was a sexual deviant. That's what he was. So we didn't know it went all the way to him bothering the children.
And the chubby sister is the one was married to him.
Yeah, when she was small. She just got that weight in the last couple of years. But yeah.
Okay.
So she was with him. I don't even think they had no children together. So I hope that the children she had, but I don't know if the children was together or not. But I just hope that he wasn't touching them. Tamar, even in her better moments, she just need help. She didn't try to throw all these situations in their face before. She tried to throw the fact that she had a man with money. You only got that husband. Tony got you that husband, and you promptly gave him away.
Did?
Yeah, he was cheating, but like nobody else is gonna marry you. So hey,
right.
In this, and then Tony is just Tony. Like she just the eldest girl, and as the eldest girl, I feel her. She be trying. But the most she got is she keep them working. She didn't want any with him. But I remember kids being in the house. Were those her kids, his kids? I swear I remember.
But no, she didn't say no kids. She said no kids together. So she probably got some outside of him, but they didn't want nothing together. Or maybe the one she had was enough. Hey, Yanni.
Yeah, but I'm saying from the old seasons, I swear I remember it. I thought I remember it being kids in the house. So I don't know if those were her kids or his kids. I can't remember.
Somebody's on. All I can say is whoever churn they was, I hope he wasn't touching them. Because it sounds like he's a kid
those
toucher.
Trina's kids.
Yeah, he's a kid toucher.
Yeah, so I just hope that she wasn't allowing that to go on.
Ooh, this is dirty business.
In this current situation, Trina kids can't stand him, and they said that on Ayama. Yeah, see, yeah, I just hope that she wasn't allowing them to touch.
I hope. Listen, the fact that she didn't, protect her niece, make me feel away.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because with the situation that went on with your cousin, my niece, I sent your uncle and your cousin them down there. Go get them. Because to me, that should be a normal auntie response, right? You bothered one of the girls in this family. Go get him. Go get him. Now. So why wouldn't she protect her niece? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, if you won't protect your niece, you probably won't protect your daughter.
Yeah, I hope not. In this situation, a cease and desist don't stop nothing.
It really don't. A cease and desist is a warning and a request. It is a court order. To cease and desist is not a court order make. It doesn't. And I think it's weird that, not weird. Let me just be honest. I think sociologically, as far as, social media and all that, I get people getting wrapped up in the emotional drama that Tamar put out. They're like, oh, this cease and desist is the end of the world. It's really not. If you're telling the truth, tell the truth. It'll stand up in court. A cease and desist ain't never shut nobody's mouth unless you're getting ready to tell some lies. Okay?
Yeah.
That's one. Number two, if she was supposed to be telling her story along with her niece's story, even if the niece was like, she got a cease and desist from her daddy, she didn't want to go forward, why would she not still tell her story? I would have listened. I think a lot of women would have been like, what happened to you? I think a lot of us would have wanted to understand, like, maybe is that why you're so insufferable? Is that why you're so horrible?
The thing is, she's told this story. Her story has been told. Now,
I'm sure
you can tell it over and over until you're healed.
Yeah.
But her story has been told, and I don't think it had nothing to do with that. I don't think now to speak to what Bianca said, the hiding it of it all, her daddy, because men ain't nothing. So her daddy might do want to hide it.
He
might did want to hide it, but at the end of the day, and then I think what Couture Bay and what Bianca was trying to get at is that she was upset because she feel like they connected him with a lawyer. But at the end of the day, whether he found a lawyer on his own or one of them connected him with a lawyer,
he was going to do it.
He was going to do it.
And he did.
And he did it. So I don't understand you yelling at them. I don't understand you trying to launch a podcast
off your niece's pain and trauma.
Because nothing good was gonna come from that. I think there's nothing wrong with standing in solidarity with her. Denise was talking about how she was missing. Oh Jesus. I don't think there's nothing wrong with standing in solidarity. She could have did a live. She could have did a YouTube, but you trying to launch a platform off of something so. I don't think that's how you should be launching no platform. And if the little girl might have got spooked with the cease and desist and didn't want to talk no more. But I think Tamar wouldn't think about nothing but the money.
That's what it gave to me. When she said you stopping my bag, I'm like, your bag or your niece's story. Which one are we talking about here? And Divine Miss M said she don't feel like Tracy took the daddy's side. She stayed in Baltimore near him and forgave him. Seemed like the other stayed bitter. And the other girls mimicked her. The mother stayed better. Other girls mimicked her. And they see their dad in every man. That could be true. But at the same time, if my mama don't like you, I don't like you. You know.
That's weird.
And I think it's a matter
with your mama.
And some of us come from them kind of families where we're very matriarchal. If my mama don't like you, I don't like you. As much as I adored my father. If my mama had said, bump that Negro, it would have been bump that Negro. First class. With a blue ribbon.
Yeah, but I don't agree with that. One of the later seasons, and I don't remember. I know they was on some vacation with somebody getting married. It was something going on.
Needs to tell me who was messing with their own sister. Like, tell me, it's a lot of women here. Who was messing with the sister? Give me names.
The niece.
the niece was talking about how she was messing with her, but how I'm assuming the niece, but it could be somebody else. Please, niece, spell it out for me. But go ahead, prior seasons. I just needed to understand that.
It was a whole thing where the girls did not want the daddy invited to something. I don't remember what was going on. And Tracy was the one wanted the daddy there. And I don't like the mama stayed bitter. The mama felt betrayed and disrespected. They were married. She gave him all these kids. I don't like the bitter thing. That's just messed up. She can forgive him and still don't want him nowhere around. And I don't feel like the daughters should be siding up against their mama. That's weird. She didn't do nothing to him. He did something to her.
And if we being fair, if he offended your mother, if it take her 20, 30, 50, 60 years to forgive him, that's her business. And if she don't want him in her space, then you need to respect that and stand in solidarity with your mama. Hey, daddy, I still love you, but you hurt mama, and she still ain't cool on you, so you can't come around.
But they really try to push that narrative on Miss Evelyn. Oh, she's bitter. And it's just like
people do that with black women, period. You know, if it's almost like the onus is on black women to act like we're okay no matter how much somebody has offended us.
Now see, I kind of remember the new wife. I don't remember that it was the mama.
Oh, hell no.
Remember that. But Tracy wanted them, like they really got into it because Tracy was so gung-ho trying to do, like the one that passed after, trying not to talk too bad on the dad, but that was a trifling, no good, jealous. That was just a no good heifer.
But now something about black people. Once you die, they're gonna try to lie you into heaven. They change everything about your persona. So B say the daddy was gonna bring the new wife, which was the mama's ex-best friend. And why would the one that's dead, why would she want to invite that around?
Because she was just a contrarian. She
was nasty.
She was so, I'm telling you, when they finally got to the one that passed away, her backstory, she messed up. And when they were the Braxton's group, before Tony was the breakout star, when they were just the Braxton's group, she messed up and got a baby and messed up. And so, especially in that day and age, yeah, they got to kind of phase you out. And you a mama too. So you can't be around like that. And then when she finally started trying to perform and stuff again, after she had a baby, her weight wasn't never right no more. She was with a broke man. Like it just was not, it never gave no more. And so, but she had resentment toward her sisters. And
like
so she would just be,
if she went and got a baby hung in her tail.
Yeah, and she would be contrarian to everything. And whenever somebody didn't agree with her,
she would just go the other way.
Yeah, and Miss Evelyn would really try to be in the middle. I could say she would kind of lean toward Tony, but Tony would be in the middle, so it wasn't really that bad. But she literally, I feel like she was linking up with the daddy out of spite. And it make your mama uncomfortable. I didn't know that was her ex-best friend. Of course that makes your mama uncomfortable. Are you crazy?
And why the hell would she take sides with a man that would do that to her mama? Why would you even be cool with a man that would do that to your mama? Why would you speak to a hoe that would do that to your mama? Why would you want anything to do with children that was a result of them two trifling people getting together and doing that to your mama?
Yeah, Tamar did go off. Tamar was right that day because Tony didn't like it, but she ain't a big personality. Tamar went off as she should that day.
You could tell Tony ain't the go off kind.
She was on the side of the angels that day because of what?
Yeah,
I'm glad they were raised not to be hitting each other because that was an offense. She should have got hit. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't believe in hidden siblings, but that would have been hard. I probably would have had to drink the blessed store that day. I might have had to take a shot. Hey, Miss Weedy Pooh. Bianca said, no, the niece said that her sister was S8 in the past, not that either of them S8 the other. Oh, okay. Now she's saying her sister unallowed herself because she was touched by a family member as well. The same family member or a different one? Baby, it's a lot. It sounds like some generational curses going on over there.
I don't think Trina's child is as old as Tracy's oldest child.
Trina got pregnant right after Tracy and was allowed to stay in the group. Was it right after? Was it some years after? Because, we can track down the ages of them children. We can track down the ages of them children.
But either way, she was bitter because, however, situational. But she was bitter that she flopped her opportunity by getting pregnant. And she was resentful because Tony would always let all of them be her background singers, and she couldn't do it because she was raising a child. So I don't think that's true, unless it was somebody to watch Trina child and it wasn't nobody to watch Tracy child.
That would make sense.
I don't know, but whatever the case may be, she was resentful toward her sisters because she messed up and got a baby.
But even resenting your sister shouldn't have made you disloyal to your mama.
I thought so, Couture. I didn't think Trina Turn was nowhere near, because that eldest boy of Tracy's is that child.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I don't think Trina got no child oldest Tracy's eldest child. You know, Trina the one that was talking like the Canadian. I don't think Trina, she didn't, but it's definitely, but we're talking about the niece, the brother's child.
Says she didn't specify which family member touched the sister, but it's definitely generational curses.
Yeah.
But we talking about the niece, the brother's child. Yeah. It's some generational curses going on. Like, what is all this kid touching?
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah, I don't like that kind of can on at all. That ain't right.
Well, let me look at Trina.
Trina had a baby first and then Tracy. So Trina got one and then she had some more after?
I'm going to Google it right now because I just don't think so.
Yeah, go see how many children Tracy got and how old they are, because I need some understanding, okay? Call me Candy Burst. I need understanding. What is going on? Let me see if I can Google real quick.
I'm okay because I got my laptop right in front of me.
Okay, good. Yeah, find out, because I need to understand why the one that's deceased was so angry that she turned on her own mama, because that's horrible. They referred to Tracy as the wannabe. Wannabe what? Ain't she a Braxton too? They all Braxtons. What is the wannabe? Like, I watched Tamar talking about something. Oh, y'all all jealous of me. Jealous of what? I don't understand their dynamic. I don't get it. And it ain't making no sense.
So Trina eldest child is 26. So that does not track.
How old is Tracy oldest child?
That's what I'm trying to track down.
Okay,
he don't really
Trina
have...
oldest child is 26. Let me put this in the chat and y'all put a pin in this. Trina oldest child is 26. Let's see how old Tracy oldest child is. Let's track this back.
It say Tracy's eldest child was born 1996. That make him 30.
Okay, so no, Trina did not have her child first. Tracy had her baby first.
No, ma'am. I didn't think so. I remember watching them old seasons. That's not what they said. They said that in the group, granted now, that means Trina child came but that's over 5 years later.
Yeah,
things changed.
Thank you. Things changed.
1996 to 1999. That's it. No.
Yeah. And circumstances change too. Because your original circumstance might not have been the circumstance by the time Trina went and got one. B say ain't no dynamic. They all crazy. But it's got to be something going on here. They calling this one a wannabe, but a wannabe what? And then you got Tamar talking about y'all all jealous of me. Of what? The fact that you crazy and go around starting up mess and lying.
And she been saying it ever since, because Tamar got her fame off of the show because people liked her crazy personality. And so that's when she blew up. And ever since she blew up after the show, Google says otherwise, Philly John, unless she got a abortion. But they trying to find a way that Tracy is a victim. She not. Google say that Trina's oldest child is only 26, and Google say that Tracy's eldest child
is 30.
It was born in 1996. So ain't no way. That means Tracy got pregnant first.
Right, unless Trina get pregnant and then she reabsorb them in her body or something.
She got
with a baby.
Because she got pregnant. I don't think so.
I don't have a dog in this one.
Unless Trina got an abortion. If so, that baby don't exist. That baby went right back, returned to sender.
You ain't lying. It's something. So somebody deleted something. Delete us
because
26 and 30 is 4 years apart.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Whatever 1996 would be.
You was in 98. How old is you?
I'm 27 this year, so that make that child 29
going on 30. That is not the same time frame, at all. But listen, then it was weird watching Tamar talk to her friend in this episode, her little guy friend OG. I don't know what the hell his name is, and she was talking like she was not even at this little chaotic dinner. She talking like she heard about it. Talking about, it was so much hate and so much anger. From who? From you? Because them women sat there and looked at her like she was crazy. All of them. All three of them. Tony was laid back in the chair like she was ready to just pass out and be toted out on the stretcher. She didn't want to be bothered. Tony acted like she didn't want to be there. She was just being polite. And the other two were just looking at her like she was crazy. And even the bald-headed one, Tawanda is her name. When she was talking back to her, it was like very nonchalant, very bored, very, And then she talking to her friend like, it was just so much hate. It was so much anger coming from them. It gave uninterested. It gave bored. It gave annoyed, quietly annoyed. It gave passive aggressive. But I didn't see so much hate and so much anger. It's like she was somehow in her head, she had done flipped that thing.
But she does that. She does that all the time. I saw a clip of her trying to pick a fight with Candy on Big Brother. And she did the same thing. She sat up there in real time. We watched her create a scenario that didn't happen. Like, she probably wanted more out of them, but they've been dealing with you for the last 45 years. They
because she's like, I'm 48. I'm like, girl, that mean them people might be real tired of you.
Beyond tired of you.
That could be what this is. We could be looking at people that's real tired.
Even the clip I saw with Trina got up between her and Tony, and you pushing on Trina. Oh, don't touch me. That lady
she did. I watched that. That was the other thing I wanted to speak on. When she walked over, she literally put her hands in between like she was separating them. She didn't put her hands on this girl. She didn't push the girl. She didn't touch the girl. She didn't grab the girl. And her and the Trina and the Tawanda, I want to get their names right because I can't keep calling these people chubby and bald. That's just not okay. But when they was talking about it at the bridal shower or before when they was getting ready for the bridal shower, she was like, she did that to you because you was telling Tony, like, Tony, you can't do this. You classy. You a superstar.
Yeah, because she wants them to get out of character with her. She wants them to look a fool with her.
Right. And so the Tawanda, I'm gonna normalize using the names. She, was saying like, you can't do this, but the Tawanda girl was like, that's why she grabbed your hair and kicked you because she didn't want you saying that Tony was a superstar. So Millie said Tracy has one child. I didn't know how many she had. They just said that the child's age was 30 or 29. Say it's so many missing parts to this. The family secrets is why Tamar act like she do. I don't think Tamar is right about it, but that's what unhealing do. They all need help. I don't know if that's why she act like that. I don't know that. Trina's oldest son is Eric Mojica, who is 30. So why is Google only mentioning the 26-year-old?
But Google say, and he ain't really, they ain't public figures. But it said that boy's 26.
I just want to see if there's anywhere that's saying that this man, is 30. Because I don't, not that it matters.
Because at that point, I mean, they was pregnant at the exact same time, and that is not what they said on the show.
Yeah, because if they were pregnant at the same time, it looks like they would have definitely mentioned that, right?
They say the youngest. Where is the eldest boy? Because then they was pregnant at the exact same time.
I'm trying to. Okay, 29. Trina's son, Eric Mojica, is 29 years old.
So they was pregnant at the exact same time.
That's what they say. They say he turned 29 May 30th of this year.
So that mean they ain't telling. That mean they ain't telling the truth on
the show.
Or again, Trina had somebody to watch her child, and Tracy did not.
Yeah, now that's true too. Maybe she had gave that child to the daddy mama or something. I don't know. But I can tell you this, right? Did she give him up? Because what's going on?
Yeah.
And why his last name Mojica? All the men she get is Espanol.
She just married a black man in her old age because she was one of them. They want to be black.
Bianca said Tawanda is the mastermind behind this mess. She want the spotlight so bad I can't with her. Does she?
Yeah.
Doing the stuff she doing, she looks so weird and off-putting. Yeah, look like somebody did some lying.
Yeah, because the story they told on the show was not that they was pregnant at the exact same time. Because that would mean they was pregnant they had overlapping pregnancies. That's what that would mean.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So, okay, so they telling me that wait. They say Eric Mojica is Tracy's son, not Trina's son.
No, that is Trina's son. Tracy boy name is not that.
Tracy Braxton had 2 sons, Kevin Jr. and a son from her first marriage named Eric Mojica. Kevin Jr. was named for the executive of her estate, was approximately 24 years old in 2019, which is the last publicly available age for Tracy Braxton's sons. Kevin Jr., as the executive of her estate, it's known that he was around 24 years old in April of 2019. Eric Mojica, another son, was also approximately 24 years old in 2019. So that's Tracy's son. Wait, they might be didn't lie. Let me look up Trina Braxton. I was looking up that name and I just thought that name was Trina because she said it.
Yeah, no. Eric is Trina's child, not Tracy's child.
Them people, that ain't what they say. Well, I guess so.
Get on Google. Google is
You're
free.
right. It do say Eric and Caleb Mojica. So why Google saying that they both belong to both?
But that's what I say. But they not public figures, so it's hard to pull up their information.
Okay, because I'm like, what the hell going on here?
But even if they was pregnant at the same time, she might have gave that child to the daddy, and Tracy did not. But either way, the point of the story was Tracy was a bitter because she didn't get to do it.
Because her only child is Kevin Surratt Jr. Okay. Because I'm like, okay, so they was, y'all don't trust Google, because Google was telling me that, that them children belongs to that lady.
Oh, yeah, mine didn't do
that. Yeah, I don't know whether she gave him up or not.
No, I think she raised them. She had the 2 children on the show.
Oh, okay. So
but
she
at the time that they were working, somebody might have been watching that child, and Tracy might not have had nobody that could watch her child. But either way,
now if Google can be trusted, Google say that these children belong to the dead man that was around here touching on children.
So they were his kids? I thought they didn't have no kids together.
I don't believe that. I think Google got this wrong, because they saying the daddy, maybe that's the daddy that just raised them, because I don't know who the daddy really is.
Yeah, now he did raise them. That's a fact.
Okay, that must be what they mean.
Yeah, he did raise them. But yeah, I don't know if she had somebody to watch the children. I don't know. But moral of the story was Tracy was bitter because for whatever reason, at the end of the day, y'all both messed up. So you can't be mad that the mess up went better for her than it did for you.
Yeah. I mean, like, in reality,
because unless you can say that Mama Evelyn was watching Trina kid and didn't want to watch your kid, and that definitely was not the story. So unless you can say that, no.
Okay. Well, I'm here to tell you this here. I'm still the one that's in the box. I don't want to say nothing crazy about her because she in the box, but hey, Nina, But the fact that you went against your mama, you know that don't sit right with me. Cause you mad about a girl group from back in the day.
That didn't last.
It didn't even last. It didn't even go nowhere. Tony went off. The rest of them didn't. Say the kids was little though. Yeah. I know that's what y'all told me. I ain't never watched. Say, I think Kevin Sr. cheated on Tracy. That's why the sister stayed angry at him. Oh, okay. So they mad with him for her, and she mad with them by not singing in the group. And Couture say the boys ain't like Gabe neither. But the by Ms. M say Gabe did raise them cheering, but they didn't like him. They didn't like him. And they was all on the yonder. Boy, y'all filling me in. Okay. Trina had 2 sons with her first husband, Jose Mojica. Oh, she liked them Españolas. Okay. Then the second husband is Gabe Solis, and that's who raised them, but they didn't like him. Got it. Yeah. But the fact that that girl pulled that lady hair and kicked her is crazy.
She really kicked her?
She kicked her. Pulled her hair. Get this. While she telling Tony, calm down. You cannot act like this. Take her behind that lady back, grabbed a handful of her hair, yanked the hair, and then kicked her. And she, yes, I did, because you put your hand on me. Like, no, that lady, even if you felt like her doing this and separating y'all was her putting her hands on you, which it wasn't. But even if you felt that way, you didn't pull her hair right away. You didn't pull her hair until she told Tony, don't act like that. You a superstar. You are, you a celebrity. You are classy. You don't do that. That's when you pulled her hair. So if it was because of her doing this, it should have been an immediate response.
No. They ain't never got on Tamar in their shows, because once Tamar got to a certain age, her being a baby would not have saved us.
Somebody should have beat Tamar behind by now. I was listening to somebody online that say some people ain't never got slapped at full speed before, and you could tell. You could tell. Tamar ain't never been slapped at full speed. And, I'm very proud of the fact that while there's some relatives of mine that I don't do, and I'm always proud of the fact that even though we don't do each other, we don't get physical. Like, that's just so unheard of. But if we had a Tamar in the family.
Yeah, that'd have been cooked.
Yeah. Been cooked. With the temperament of the women in your family, girl, we probably would have beat the hell out of her. I don't know.
You are almost half a century old and you done pull somebody hair and kick them like you a toddler. Like you are a toddler.
Let me tell you something. I don't care how much, decorum that we were taught to have. I don't care how, those unwritten rules, like you don't touch your relatives. I think we might have told them, we might have told them rules up and made funfetti. You did what?
Tracy did go against the mom, Philly John, when she was rallying for the mom, for the daddy and the new wife to be around the mom when the mama didn't want him around. That's going against the mom.
Yeah, you don't go against your mama. That's disgusting. And I'm sorry. She another one should have been slapped at full speed. Because if my mama says she don't want somebody around and you up here trying to bring them around, oh girl, we just would have had to tear up some furniture. We'd have had to tear up some furniture. You ain't gonna be disrespecting my mama. No. We're not doing that. We ain't never doing that. That is crazy town.
My thing is, even if they said, okay, we're gonna stay calm, Tamar could have took the cue and said, oh, well, these hoes is staying calm. Let me stay calm so that I don't look crazy. Like
you look crazy.
You're literally almost 50 years old. Like,
and still acting like
she's not 20, 21 trying to get to know herself. You are almost 50 years old. So if you saw them, and you felt like they are being calm to make you look a certain way, why didn't you stay calm and
why
just talk?
Would you feed into it?
Why didn't you just talk? Like,
I think Tamar does stuff like that, and she looks for the rah-rah to cover up her mess. So because if everybody getting rah-rah, nobody's paying attention to what you're saying and if what you're saying even makes sense. They just picked a side. And they did not give her that energy, and she was stuck looking stupid. Something else I saw, oh, there go my bee. Something else I saw that irritated me with this episode with these ridiculously strange women was, why did the Trina, the chubby one, she's late getting to this bridal shower where they're dressing up like Victorian white people because her husband's sick, but she didn't want to tell her sister because she didn't want to put too much on her mind. And the sister's over there mad because you're late. And I don't understand.
Because they all crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, you left an hour beforehand because you know you need to check on your husband. Okay, cool. Give her a call. Like, look, girl, I had to go check on my old man. He ain't doing good. Even if you didn't want to tell her the whole story about what it is until later, he ain't doing good. I'm going to check on him and then I'm coming straight over. That's all you had to do. Then when the other women didn't show up, then maybe she'd have looked at it different. Like, look, I knew my sister had to check on her old man, but where was you hoes at? Because when the sister showed up, the mother hookers still hadn't showed up. That was weird to me. Like, why would you not tell your sister that you had to stop by the house? How hard is that? And Eva, I agree with your comment. They should have hit that Tawanda chick from stealing from her mama.
Yeah, no, I was agreeing with Bianca. I agree. Tawanda should have definitely got
been slapped
the
at full
smackdown
speed
when
too.
y'all found out.
She should have been slapped at full speed. Yes. It sounded like a lot of full speed slapping should have went on around here. The daddy should have been slapped at full speed. The hoe he married should have been slapped 3 or 4 times at full speed. The one that's deceased that was siding with the daddy, she definitely should have been slapped at full speed. Tamar should have been slapped at full speed repeatedly on several occasions. This Tawana girl that can't quit stealing, they should have slapped her good enough to where she wouldn't take nothing without permission. She should have been scared to open a Frigidaire without asking first. Because what the hell wrong with you? Now, if you on dope, that's one thing. Okay? Now, we got some people in our family that has, forayed into the depths of dope. When my brother was on dope, he stole jewelry from mama because he was on dope. He was out the door sleeping up underneath people's houses. Even you know the story. That's what it was. When my sister was on dope, she used to steal from daddy because daddy used to drive trucks and he would have cash. And a lot of times, Phil ain't even know how much he had. So she would take little stuff like that. When your cousin had stole from your Aunt Glow, he was on dope. This lady don't look like she on dope.
No, her dope be a broke nigga.
I can excuse powder and crack over that.
And that's what I came up here to say, because this is the same person that said,
y'all look at this.
I don't argue.
Because you know how I feel. I don't mean to cut you off, Bianca. You just, I can't say it in a public space.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say it. But what I will say is, because I ain't nobody, is that I learned that Islam is a joke. So that is not going to help them. Okay? It's not going to help them.
Yeah, Islam. That's why I put it up there, because I knew Eva was going to really crack up. B, I'm going to tell you about that with that Islam. Because, baby, this baby did the world religion class and got towed up when she found out about where that came from. But anyway, we're going to digress.
We need to be on the same call, because I had an issue with that in my religion class too. So we need to be on the same call. We're going to get
in the freeway where we can kiki and cackle. But I just don't know. I just feel like it's a whole lot of slapping that needed to happen. The stealing, the lying, Tamar and her antics. Definitely, you pulling hand, kicking people. They should have broke her foot.
And I can understand that. The only reason why I feel like they fell into, okay, let's just say Tamar had antics, right? And she came on with a specific reason. The fact that Tawanda was the first person at the table to say, I don't argue with sick people. Tamar,
yeah, I heard her say that.
She's sick. Speaking of her mental illness,
she should have.
Now,
she was
but what I'm
to.
saying is, if you're gonna play off of that,
But that wasn't no play offer. That was a straight up, you over here acting like a monkey. I don't argue with sick people. At that point, she done insulted all three of them women. She done called them every name she could conjure up. She done came with 4 red herrings and 3 or 4 straw man arguments. I think that was very mild. That was
I don't
very
think
mild.
it was mild
Because the way I would have told her, if you
fuck.
don't sit your little bipolar loony being so-and-so down, girl, I don't argue with sick people is light work.
And I understand that, but Tawanda, you are the last one when you stealing checks from your mama.
But what I'm saying is, hey, one thing ain't got nothing to do with the other. And after that, the only thing for Tamar to do is to say, well, oh well, I'd rather be crazy than a thief. But ain't no sympathy because somebody bringing up because you sick in the head. You sick in the head and you displaying it. And let me say this too for the record. If you got something going on with you, it's your responsibility to take charge of your healing. It is nobody else's responsibility to put up with your abuse. You get your stuff together. You don't come bleeding that all over people because some people gonna slap you at full speed. I would have been one of them people. So the fact that she said I don't argue with sick people, light work. And kudos to her. Now I ain't gonna give you no kudos on that stealing and stuff, that klepto action. But she wasn't wrong for telling her that.
I ain't gonna give her kudos on Nathan, okay? Because all of them crazy. I mean, everybody in that family.
But this is what I'm saying.
If everybody role, and everybody just targeting Tamar, and I can't stand Tamar.
But hold on, sis. Words mean things. In that instance, nobody targeted Tamar. Tamar came in there and shot up the whole room. There was nobody targeting her. She was having target practice. You can't walk in a room, attack everybody in there, and then if they respond to you at all, they targeting you. No, ma'am.
She did. She did. She came in there, gun.
But that's what I'm saying. Blazing. So if you come in, we're gonna just say it is late night. If you come in guns blazing, and nobody blazed the shot at you, nobody licked shots at you, everybody just let you act a donkey, and then the girl finally say, "Look, I ain't arguing with sick people." How are you a victim?
Guns was blazing episodes before. Guns was blazing seasons before. So what Tamar came to do is to lay it on the table. Let's lay it all out because you saying this type of stuff to these producers. And they played the replay. They showed the replay.
But
we
this
can't
is what
sit
I'm
up here
saying.
And deny it.
But this is my thing. If that's what she was mad about, then that's what she should have came in there talking about. You don't come in there talking about a cease and desist and you mad about stuff that happened last season, last year, 10 years ago. Come in there and say, look, we need to have a come to Jesus meeting because I feel like y'all been treating me some type of way all this time. Then that's your conversation. You don't come in and say I'm mad about a cease and desist and then start kicking up dust about 100 other things. You're taking shots at everybody, but God forbid anybody say anything back to you.
Not God forbid, because whatever she said, what their rebuttal was what their rebuttal was. But the thing is, after she laid it out, nobody could give a clear rebuttal.
But she didn't lay nothing out.
Give a clear rebuttal at all.
I took notes. She didn't lay nothing out. She kept talking about a cease and desist, a cease and desist, a cease and desist.
She's talking about a cease and desist, but that wasn't the only gun that she blazed.
And I'm a single mother. And how did they know where I live? She didn't mention none of this old stuff. And and back in 79, y'all did this, and in the summer of 86, y'all did that. She did not do any of those things.
Right. She was talking about things that was happening during that current season. Correct.
And this is what I'm saying. If you're talking about the current season, you got to keep it at the current season. Because all this other stuff that she's supposedly mad about that you didn't even bring up, girl, you look crazy. She looked crazy. Her leaning down in Tony's face, yelling, screaming, and shaking that tired, burnt up weave. Look crazy.
Now that's
what are you doing all that for? Because she's a nut job and she's a loser. And I don't know how any of y'all can stand her. Like, she's disgusting. And I'm gonna tell you something else. That thieving sister and Tamar got a lot in common, from what I can see. And I've only watched just the clips, and I watched this one episode. The thief and the liar got a lot in common. They do. I can see it. I can see it. It's all over. But see, the thief, low key, don't like Tamar because they do have so much in common. Both of them want to be victims, is what I'm saying. They want to be victims. They want to both of them want to act like they're taking a high road and they're taking abuse from people. No. When I heard that the thief say, you know, I'm not gonna continue to be a verbal punching bag. I'm like, girl, I don't even know you, and I can tell you ain't no punching bag. Hell, you talking about? Kind of like when I see Tamar playing like, oh, y'all doing this to me. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you. I've been watching clips and blips of you for years at this point. Tamar ain't nobody's victim. Tamar's a villain.
Oh, I agree.
Tamar is a villain, and she for whatever reason, she's able to fool a decent amount of people into believing on occasion she's a victim. She's not a victim.
But I don't think Tamar can fool people because people ain't
Oh no.
Tamar.
I looked at social media, it was overwhelmingly, I'm with Tamar. Tamar right for what? Acting like an idiot, jumping in somebody's face, pulling hair and kicking people? The hell you in the right for what?
But I think they were only on Tamar's side for this because even when Tony went back in the confessionals and said, yes, I did say that she should be on the show
on this show.
Such reason. But right. When Tamar said, you said, Tony, you said you wanted her to be a part of the Braxtons, you agreed. Tony said, no, I didn't.
That's not what happened. I can roll the tape, sis. You know I can roll the tape. That is not how that went. And you know me. I stop it, run it back, and listen multiple times before I write it down. That is not what happened. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So how did it go?
How it went was they was talking about the podcast, and Tamar was doing her thing where she yelled real loud because I think she, in her mind, loud means I'm right. And you even said that I should bring her on. Tony said, that is not what I said. That is not what I said. I said on this show. She said on the Braxtons. She said you said she should come on the Braxtons. That's how that went. They was going back and forth about where Tony said she should come on to. And when Tony got in that confessional, she clarified that she wanted her to come on the Braxtons with them. Tamar is pissy because she wanted that girl on a podcast. That's why she was saying, y'all stopping my business. Y'all must be jealous. That's why y'all trying to stop my bag. Your bag, your niece's trauma is your bag. Tamar needs to be slapped at full speed. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tamar wanted to exploit her niece's trauma. And that's gross. The daddy, I think he's gross. Not because you didn't want your daughter to tell her story, but if the girl says she came to you first, you should have been the one at the forefront. He should have been louder than anybody. So he's gross for not even wanting to protect his child. I don't even understand what kind of daddy doesn't want to protect his daughter.
Come on.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay? I don't. So we got a daddy that is not protected. We got an auntie that knows that her husband did something horrible to her brother's daughter. And she had no protective instinct for the niece. She's gross. We got Tamar with trying to exploit the girl. She's gross. And then we got this poor little girl. I don't know where she is in all of this.
Because imagine, this is probably, now that's a big one. Because if I'm the girl and I'm watching y'all bicker about me on this show, I wouldn't know how to feel.
Exactly.
I wouldn't know how to feel like y'all really bickering about what happened to me. I don't know. That's a lot.
And I'm telling you, what sent me over the edge with Tamar's leather sock puppet looking behind was y'all trying to stop my bag.
Yeah,
it was my bag for me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How is your niece's assault your bag? You sick whore.
she definitely think that if she can yell and talk over people that she can control whatever. Cause yeah, the fact that she even let that come out her mouth, your bag.
While she prancing around showing her bony shoulders.
Yeah, that was a bad move.
But
However,
but
we don't
Bianca,
know.
hold on. It wasn't just a bad move, it was very telling. She told on herself. All this, oh, I'm protecting my niece. Y'all trying to protect Trina and Drake. Baby, you not worried about getting no help for that girl. You're not worried about getting her no closure. You worried about getting paid off of her trauma. You're a sick whore. She told on herself. See, that's what happened when you let people talk too much. They tell on themselves. At this point, I want to know who actually care about this girl.
That's the question.
And that's why I say all of them effed up, because I was looking at it in the sense of they didn't want her on the show, so Tamar wanted to introduce her on the podcast for her to tell her truth, because the other sisters, Tawanda and whatever the hell the other
Trina.
girl name is, Trina, was like, no, we don't want her on the show.
So wait a
And then
minute.
that's why when Tamar said to Tony, you wanted her on the Braxtons, asked mommy. If y'all look, Trina mouth dropped in that scene. Trina mouth dropped open and looked dead at Tony, like, really?
But the thing is,
So that's
during
why I was
at the
thinking that
time when
Tamar,
everything
that's
was
why I was thinking
happening,
that.
but hold on, at the time when everything was happening, it was said back then that they wanted her to be on the show.
Not
Well,
all of them, though.
right. No. I'm not saying that. I mean, like Tamar and Tony for sure wanted her to be
Okay.
on that show,
Okay.
So when they was at the table going back and forth, if the other ones wouldn't agree to it, that's one thing. But what it's giving to me is that once, maybe because I don't know this, because you telling me new information I didn't know, which was that the Tawanda and Trina didn't want the girl on the show. So if they were able to block it by some means, right, then I guess she felt like Tony should have been like all for her being on the podcast.
And can I also add this in that the reason why Tamar is full time this season is because she made sure she had an executive producer role.
Okay.
So that she can get everything out. Last season she was your friend of, so whatever came, it came. Whatever narratives people ran with, they ran with, because she was only your friend of the Braxtons, even though she was a sister. But this season, she made sure she had the EP role so she could
Okay.
show.
But was that because she needed bargaining chips to get her on the show, or was that for money? Was it for what? Because at this point, I'm sorry, Tamar Braxton is never telling the truth about her motives. Like, ever. What was her motive?
I was gonna say, because I remember when she got moved down to a friend of, but I felt like that was due to her own decision. I don't think did they make her be a friend
No,
of?
they didn't. She chose to.
Okay.
Yeah, she chose to because of the narrative that was being played.
Yeah, but
But
see,
she
but
didn't
that
have an
has
EP
been
role either. This season, she said they was playing her, trying to make her seem like something that she wasn't. She went down to a friend of because she didn't want to fully commit because of how they were treating
Okay,
her.
so let's listen
And
again.
then,
Hold on.
hold on.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Go ahead. I'm gonna play this audio, and if I have to trim it later, I'll trim it. But go ahead. I'm listening back again because I want to get clarity.
okay. And then she came on this season with the EP role so she can give, I guess, her point of view
I
of how
think
everything was playing out.
I think I do remember when she kept saying that they were painting a picture of her. But I just think that she delusional. Like, Tamar, this how you be acting.
They all delusional.
Yeah. But she was the only one going with the narrative talk. And it's like, Tamar, you are literally doing these things. So I mean, because we only got what, the first two episodes now. So if she got the EP, And if she got the EP credit so she can have a say so in the editing, and she still end up looking crazy, then what it's gonna be?
And she ain't got it all.
That girl crazy.
She crazy.
I
She
think
ain't
I
got
do
it all.
agree that they all got some crazy, because we all crazy. But she could get a check.
She can, but I don't see no check bigger than somebody letting somebody do something to your niece.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
see, but
hold
that's
on.
not crazy. That's
So I
evil.
just listened to get clarity. So Tamar admitted that Tony told the truth. So why, you know what I'm saying? So she brought up, what Tamar did was kind of, I won't say clever, but it was crafty. She tried to conflate two different things. She said, you said that we need to bring her on the show. And so she was like, I never said that. And she was like, I swear on mommy. I swear on our mama, my mama, however she said it. And so she said, Tamar, I told you your show was the chitlin circuit. That wasn't the right forum. And Tamar kept yelling. She say, I said that. Did I not? Did I say that, or did I not? Yes or no? Tamar said, yeah, you said that. That's why we saw Tony in the confessional clarifying what she did
Saying
say.
the Braxtons versus
The
the
podcast,
podcast.
which Tony told her to her face at that table. I told you your show was the chitlin circuit. That was not the right forum for that. And
But
Tamar admitted that she told her that.
but then Tamar say originally you said that we should have brought her on this show. She
That
said this show. She didn't say the podcast. She said this show.
no. She said on the show. And this is why I said Tamar is crafty. Hey, Yvette.
Got it. So the show
Tamar is
meaning her
crafty.
show.
Right. Because she
Got it. Okay.
knew that that's what everybody was arguing about was her Chitlin Circuit podcast. And I'm using that term because her sister called it the Chitlin Circuit, told her that to her face. And she admitted that her sister told her that. But she said the show. And then once she's like, that ain't what I said. Oh, you didn't say the Braxton. She was like, girl, I told you your show was the Chitlin Circuit. Did I not say that? Yes or no? You said that, but this is why, listen, B, when I tell y'all somebody lying, y'all gonna learn to believe me one day.
No, we already knew they was crazy. You know I can't stand that hooker anyway.
But not even just crazy, lying.
Yeah.
When I tell you somebody lying, listen, you don't need no polygraph. I'm telling you. Tamar's a liar. She wanted to pimp that girl on her show for some money. She wanted to pimp her own niece to get a podcast off the ground. You can't tell me that's not disgusting, slimy behavior under the guise of, oh, I'm so concerned and I just want to make sure it's not hidden. What do you mean not hidden? Everybody knew when that girl told that it was the shot heard around the world. So ain't no hiding, honey. This ain't about you wanting to expose something that's hidden. It's already been exposed. The baby did that herself. You wanted her on your podcast because you wanted to use your niece's trauma, something that heinous that happened to her, that she got to live with for the rest of her life. And you want to use that for your bag. Y'all jealous of me. That's why you want to stop my bag.
Yeah,
tell me again how she right.
No. She
somebody needs to beat the hell out of her.
Crafty is the right word because she will frame things and all the drama and use certain words to try to frame it a certain way.
Because she knows most people are emotional listeners, and they don't sit there and pick apart. You know your mama. I'm analytical.
But it's because she framed it, and the masses are taking it as you framing it about the story, and everybody with humanity is
as an emotional, visceral response to something that horrible.
Yeah, because I 100% agree. You don't get to suppress nobody telling on what happened. They 1000% need to tell what happened over and over again until they don't want to talk about it no more. But that was not Tamar's intention.
Nope. She's a liar. She's a dirty liar. She's a dirty liar.
Yeah, I mean, we can say Tony's crafty, but if the little girl came on the show, the little girl would at least got a check. If that
And
little
she's on
girl
the show
went
with her
on
family.
Tamar's little
And
podcast, that little girl wasn't gonna get no check.
right, plus the fact, let's be honest, Tony don't need this show.
No.
She's married to Birdman. She don't need this show. So Tony ain't fishing for no ratings. She was trying to give her niece a place where, you know, she could have support, talk about what's going on with her, and have it look like, and have it not look like her family is in support of what this man did to her. That's what she was doing, was looking at her PR, if anything. And that ain't bad PR, because I wouldn't want nobody to think that I'm protecting some man that would touch a niece of mine either. But Tamar is gross. Oh no, it can't be. Yeah, it can't be private. No, it can't be private, because the niece already went on social media and set off that shot heard around the world. So it's already public. Ain't no keeping nothing private. And I'm not for that either. If somebody touch you, scream it from the top of the Empire State Building with a megaphone. Rent the Goodyear blimp. Tell Trump and tell him to tweet it. Everybody must know. But Tamar trying to monetize that to kick off a podcast, she need her behind kicked. Yeah, but I don't. PR definitely, because no family should want to look like that they support or protect sex abusers. No family should want that. No family should be okay with those optics, because that ain't a good look. If we being real, that's a trash look. Nobody should want that look. But also, in reality though, Tamar is gross, because ain't nobody else on that show was willing. Yeah, it's definitely the niece's story, and she told it. But nobody should be willing to try to pimp a little girl out for ratings or to kick off a podcast. And nobody should be calling a little girl's sexual trauma their bag. That's gross. Like, there's no way you're gonna spin that way. It makes sense to me. There's no universe where calling a little girl's sexual trauma your bag is okay. That's gross. That's gross. Like, honestly, I don't like the thief, but I take a thief over that. That's gross. That's disgusting.
And I can accept that, but the thief did the same thing, because she didn't even want to acknowledge it. They shunned that girl.
But hold on, wait a minute, press pause. The thief,
according to the girl,
but the thief did not pimp her out to start a podcast.
No, she didn't pimp her out. But I feel like Tamar was probably trying to get ahead of the game, because she didn't want everybody to feel like that. Again,
no,
can't stand Tamar. Can't stand her down to the ground.
No, ma'am. Tamar called that girl trauma her bag, and we all heard her do it. Ain't no way of dancing around that. She called that girl being sexually assaulted by her no good auntie's filthy, dead, maggot eating husband her bag. Now explain to me how is that on the side of the angels, please?
No, I'm gonna need Tamar to sit up here and show us this cease and desist. Was it against the girl, or was it against her podcast?
They say the daddy sent one to Tamar, and then he sent a separate one to his daughter, his own daughter. So he's
was it against her podcast or just that episode?
No. Cease and desist with the story with the niece. Okay. And all that. Okay. Yeah. And then one directly to his daughter. So he's gross too. Because I still don't understand as a man why you want your daughter to shut up about somebody that harmed her. Why did you not protect her? Why did you not even retaliate? Like, why are you still cool with your sister? Like, I have so many questions that need answers.
Yeah, because
so many moving parts to this.
If Trina and Tawanda did not want the girl on the show, Tamar, because the thing is, even when she got the cease and desist, honestly, it shouldn't have scared you.
Not if you're telling the truth.
No, now the little girl is different. Yeah, because some people
Mm-hmm.
Some people get scared just because anytime they get a legal document, they just
They
get so
just
scared.
yeah.
So they don't understand their rights. But Tamar being half a century old, you
Yeah, I'm
got this.
48 years old.
You half a century old. You got this cease and desist that you can literally wipe your behind with. Like, why is it such
Hello.
this big to do? Why is it such a big to do?
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
I think it's
sweet
because it's her sisters that
says
did it to her.
Hmm.
this this sister said, and she listen, by the way, sis, you so pretty. Look at her skin. All right. Love a pretty black girl. She said Tamar didn't want her sexual assault on the show when she disrespected Iyanla. Mm. But she was all set to get paid off of her niece's trauma and called it her bag. Yvette said, yes, Tamar did want it on the podcast too. I agree, but I believe that Tamar wanted her niece to shout it from the rooftops because they buried her essay when she was younger. Yeah, I don't, because she called it her bag, Yvette. She called her niece's assault her bag. She said it.
I did see that, Miss
Should I
Niecy.
play the audio? She called her niece's assault her bag. Her bag. Her bag.
And you want to know what's even more messed up? She using this messed up situation to still position herself, not her niece, but position herself as a
As the
victim.
victim. Yes.
Like, you did all this hooting and hollering about you being a victim. If her arguing point would have been if her arguing point for her to be on the side of the angel should have been about the suppression of the niece,
Thank you.
not about nothing
My
else.
bag.
Not about nothing else.
But
The,
her
the,
arguing,
the fact that
it
she
gets
said my
tricky.
bag
This
and
is ready.
What you
Yvette, no, both things cannot be true. Both things
what
cannot
you
be true.
what you
Because if her
said?
interest was her niece's mental health, advocating for her niece, she would not have been calling her niece's sexual assault her bag, twirling around and switching her little flat behind
I don't
around.
think
That is
we
not what
have.
would have happened.
What you said, B?
I was saying I don't think we have. I think we need a deeper view into what's actually going on, things that they may have can't talk about, because at the end of the day, they didn't want the sisters didn't want the niece on the show. Again, you can look at when Tamar said you wanted, when she was talking to Tony, you said you wanted her on the show, and the sister's mouth dropped open. So
When I
Tamar
just
was
checked the audio,
probably
I saw
saying,
that. Yeah.
since y'all didn't want her on the show, then I'm gonna have her on my podcast. And as soon as I said, since y'all don't want her on the show, I'm gonna have her on my podcast, then boom, my podcast get attacked. That's the only
But
thing
hold
that I'm
on.
saying.
But let's keep it a buck and let's keep it a bean. A cease and desist is not attacking your podcast. It's a warning. It's a request. It's not an attack.
I understand that,
She
but for
could have
your
gone
sister,
forward at any point. And the fact that she posited herself as some kind of victim and labeled it as stopping her bag is
That stuff in that bag got you in a chokehold.
it
it
does.
does.
It does. It has me in a sleeper hold, okay? Like Brutus the Barber beefcake. It has me in a sleeper hold and it's about to shave half my head because it's her bag for me. While you prance around. My bag.
Okay, we gonna go past
My
the
bag.
bag.
But again, this is what I think the sisters wanted us to fall into. The whole Tamar is the this. When in
But
this
how,
one instance,
but how did they
nobody,
want her to
everybody
fall
on the,
into? But sis, nobody provoked Tamar into doing that. Tamar did that on her own.
no, I understand that, but
Nobody.
Tamar did it because everybody expect, this is what the sisters expected Tamar to react like. They're playing off of her reactions because they know she's gonna react like this. Because as soon as something happens, it's gonna go boom with Tamar. And this is how we expect her to react. And although I can't stand her and the things that she do, in this one instance, I do believe that Tamar was right.
Yeah, she wasn't. She was trash because it was her bag. It was her
My
bag.
thing is, with that being said, though, being if if Tamar got the presence of mind
We
to
know she
feel
don't.
like okay, y'all are trying to position me to look away because of how I'm being outspoken. I'm an outspoken person. I'm an outspoken person. Me myself, I'm an outspoken person. So when I peep, or when I was younger, and I would peep that people was using that to not hear me or use that to XYZ, then why you don't have self-control to make sure that you're not acting that way? That's where I get lost in it. If you know and you feel like
Because
they
I'm
are trying
48
to,
years old.
if you know that they trying to
I'm
play off
48
of
years
your
old.
nature and
Y'all
your
are jealous of
loudness and
me.
your
It's not like
outspokenness,
that.
why would you feed into it? Like, that's what I'm not getting. Like, if you taking your medicine like you supposed to be, hopefully, and you
Clearly
Taking
got
your
the
not.
medicine.
presence, and you got the
That's the
presence,
key.
huh?
Taking your medicine
She
is the
said
key.
taking the
And
medicine
her
is the key.
sister played upon it. I'm not going to argue with a sick person.
And
That's
I don't blame her.
triggering for a sick person.
Oh,
We're not
well, then
talking
sit your
about
sick
regular
behind
people.
down
We're
and
not
won't
talking
nobody
about
be.
us who are not on any medications
But
for
here's the
any of
problem.
this.
Here's the problem. Your sickness does not give you license to go around vomiting on people. Nobody has to put up with your crap because you're sick. If she'd have sat her sick behind down, that bald-headed thieving one wouldn't have said that to her, now would she?
But sick don't think like that. Sick don't think like
I mean, but
behind.
we got to
Sick
see
got
how
plenty
sick she
sense.
is though, because she healthy enough in the brain to be trying to be crafty and
Thank
misleading with
you.
her words.
And
There'll be
She
thank
healthy
some
you.
enough to do
people.
that.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that.
She
Sorry.
got enough sense to be being crafty and slick and manipulative. You got sense enough to sit your behind down. And furthermore, can't nobody trigger you into telling a lie. They can only trigger you into telling the truth. Because what's in you is going to come out of you. And can't nothing come out of you if it wasn't in you first. She called that girl trauma her bag. That means that's exactly how she saw it. That's exactly what she was thinking. And that's exactly what that hoe said.
Okay. I understand what y'all saying. All I'm saying is a person that is not well ain't thinking on the level of a person that
She
is.
ain't
So if
certifiable.
y'all saying when she concoct these stories in her mind and how she thinks something's gonna go, and it doesn't go that way, that's what you expect from a sick person.
She ain't that sick.
That's
Look
all
what
I'm
Paige
saying.
say.
Well, she got to be that sick if that's
She
what
ain't that
everybody is
sick.
gathering.
But
She
I
ain't that
feel like
sick.
she not that sick
Hell
because
no.
she literally tried to play with Tony in real time.
Yes.
How you that sick in your mind, but you still that slick
You
though?
got the
But you
wherewithal
still
to
that
do
slick
something
though.
that
Like, you
manipulative.
got a little. That's why I say we all got a little crazy to us. But I feel like
I got a lot.
Tamar then got to the level where she know that people see her as quote unquote crazy, so she take that as a license to take
To
it to the
act a
wall.
fool. Yep, and to
Yeah,
do
like,
nasty
well,
stuff.
I'm crazy, so
And
y'all
they
taking
triggering me.
advantage of
I'm a victim.
me.
She always a victim. And I'm gonna tell you
But
something
she
else.
literally in real time tried to play with words in front of the whole group. So you not that crazy.
Yep, she ain't that crazy. She ain't
Like,
that
you
crazy.
crazy, but
But you
you
ain't
not
that
that
crazy.
crazy. Cause
And
you was in real time. You didn't make an Instagram post that you had to think about
think about
in
in
real
the minute.
time. You tried to be misleading to turn the other sisters against Tony in real time.
In the
That
minute.
is some conniving crap. Your brain working.
Real good.
It's
But
just
she was
Real
really
good.
working to
trying to
do the wrong thing.
turn all of them against each other.
Say that
But
again.
see,
I said she was trying to turn all of them. She was calling each and every one of
yeah,
them
she
out.
was
I don't think she was trying to turn them against each other. I feel like she was calling all of them out.
nah, she was definitely trying
I
to
can
turn them
see
against
that,
each
but I
other
only
because she told her, well, you slept with him too. So she wanted
No,
Tony
but
to be
she
mad
said
with
she
her.
slept with him
And
first. Tamar
that
didn't bring it up first now.
I didn't no. I didn't say she brought it up first, but my problem is, hey, Candy Butler, thank you for the super sticker, sis. I appreciate it. It was the fact that she wore it, did not deny it, and say, well, you did it too. And I'm like, wow, you're
yeah,
interesting.
you did it too. It's
And she
crazy.
didn't say too. She said I didn't do it, but he told me you did.
She said you did it too. She said, listen, she
Well,
did.
play that part of the clip back, because did that fool really say too?
Right, because she said, you a lie. I did not sleep with him. You a lie, and slapped the glass on the table.
No, she said you a lie later. That first go round, she did not say you a lie.
Pull it up.
Because you know your mama gonna keep it straight if she don't do nothing. That ain't how that
Did
went.
that fool ever said? Because that's crazy.
Right, because if I heard the two, now then I would have been like, wait a minute now, hold on. So both
because
of y'all
because Tony was looking like
listen.
huh?
It was addressed twice. The first time when the bald-headed thieving one, what's her name? Because I can't keep calling the girl no bald-headed.
Go ahead, the bald-headed thief. We know who you talking about. Go ahead. Okay.
Because you know I don't know these couples, okay? When she said it the first time, she said, you slept with him too. And that's when the bald-headed thieving girl, Tawanda, said, you a lie. Now look at her. Call her, you know, trying to accuse me of doing what she did, whatever. The conversation moved forward. It was brought back up a second time. And that's when Tamar said, that's a lie. Gonna say I slept with her boyfriend. Then she leaned over at Tony. What you gonna believe I slept with your husband too? And that's when Tony popped up. On the second go round, because the first go round, Tony didn't pop up. Tony was just looking like child. Matter of fact, the first time it was said, she was like, well, what boyfriend, who? And then the girl said the name and they blurted out the mouth, so you couldn't even make out the name, just like they did when Candace had told Ashley who Michael Darby was getting out of bed to go puff on his Peter. Remember that? They did the same thing. They blurred out the mouth. You know I keep it straight. And they moved on past that, and the conversation went in another direction. And then when it came back around, it was because Tamar brought it back. It's like she had time to think about it and was like, and then gonna say I slept with her boyfriend. That's a lie. I didn't do that. What you gonna believe I slept with your husband too? And got in Tony's face, and that's when Tony popped up. Now that's what happened. Let me get out of here.
This is all a mess.
It's good. The whole family.
Like this,
and I'm mad that y'all made me watch this.
Hollering.
I'm never doing it again.
Talk about this mess. This is like a train wreck that you just can't help but watch. Like,
oh no! I can help it. I can help it because I'm never doing this again.
We can do this once a week and talk about this.
No.
Yes.
No.
I agree. I feel like next episode we're gonna have more people calling in and all of that because this is crazy.
No. Let me tell you something. I already watch Housewives when I don't like none of them. These women take me beyond don't like them. They take me way past a mild dislike for you. Way past, you know? This is like a cast of all the people I just absolutely abhor. Like this is a cast of like Drew Sadummy, Stacy Rush, Bang Bang Sleazy, Andy Cohen. Like it would be like an all-star lineup of people that I detest. Because I like literally, other than Tony, I can say that these people, all of them gave me a case of the ick. Like a severe case of the ick. I already knew I didn't like Tamar. But the rest of them just gave me all the way down to cosplaying as Victorian white people from Bridgerton with a stupid lavender wig. I was like, I'm not doing this no more. Y'all, you listen, y'all got me one time. You fooled me once.
We can do this once a week.
Yeah, I agree.
On a random Wednesday, we can do this once a week.
Little girl, haven't I been good to you?
Okay, so this is what we can do, y'all. I will watch the show and you'll just have to host so we can come on your page and talk about it.
Yeah. Because... Okay, I could do that. Just don't make me watch it. Don't make me watch it.
Because I'll come up here with you.
Okay, that was we can talk
even,
about
you know what I'm saying? I'll bring everybody in. I'll even chime in here and there, but I can't watch this no more. This is horrible. These are horrible people. Even seeing the mama in that stupid blonde wig dressed up in all that garbage from Party City, even that pissed me off. Like, you watch it, and I'll come in here gladly because I cannot watch this again. I'm just gonna tell you. This was a television abortion. with no anesthesia. Like, this was bad. This was really bad. This is worse than Queen Sugar. And y'all know how I felt about Queen Sugar. This is worse than Queen Sugar.
Holler.
This is bad. This is really bad. And look at Yvette. Yvette don't love me either. Talking about I should finish it to get the full picture. Yvette, haven't I always been sweet to you? Haven't I always shown you love and care? I always check on the children. And this what you would do.
I'm hollering.
See, this it be your own people. It be your own people.
Right, because we want to talk about it.
Y'all, for the record, Peanut agreed to watch it, and her and Bianca gonna come up here and fill me in on what's going on, and I'm gonna chime in here and there. But I can't take this. I can't take this. See, look at Yvette. She gotta admit that I ain't been nothing but loving. Nothing but loving. My heart is on the table. That's how much I love you, and you want me to go back and be tortured again. This was bad. And look at this one. Look at this one to turn it on me. Only 3 more episodes you can do it. You do it. Boy, it be your own people.
Well, then I must have been out of the loop for the whole season. I need to go rewatch the whole thing.
Yes.
What it play on? What is on?
We TV.
We TV. I'm gonna watch it though. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna get. I don't know. This is bad.
Paige, I just feel like that's just as bad.
Paige said they could have left it at the Wakanda theme. Baby, Wakanda is a much. It is too much. That's too much.
Child, right, even it's so terrible, and you just have to keep watching it because it's so y'all know that's stuff you want to talk about. I want to talk about Jocelyn's Cabaret. That's what Do y'all watch Jocelyn Cocaline? Because that's what I be watching. Her little show is good.
I haven't seen not one episode, but if we don't review it, I'll watch it.
You can get my login. I will give it to you. I want you to watch all the seasons.
Okay. Okay. And we can review it too. Cause baby.
So that you get a full picture. I will give you my Zeus login. I don't be using it, but it's cheap. It's only $5.99, $6.99. So I will give you the login. I'll text it to your phone so you can catch up on Jocelyn's Cabaret.
Got you, sis. Cause baby, them clips I be seeing, I'm like, listen.
I'll say the clips are a little misleading.
Okay.
But I do understand the point of the clips because to get people to watch. But I'll say Jocelyn's show actually have a storyline in comparison to like Baddies. Baddies ain't got no storyline. It is overstimulating. I cannot watch that. But
I tried to watch that. She got me to try to watch it, and I couldn't make it. I didn't understand what was happening. It was like everybody scream, look musky, drink something, scream some more, and start fighting. And I never knew why they were fighting.
You talking about on Baddies?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's overstimulating. I told this little girl that, and she was like, "Oh my girl, I can't. It's too much. I can't be watching this." But Jocelyn's Cabaret, especially Jocelyn's Cabaret, made me like Jocelyn. Made me actually like Jocelyn because on Love and Hip Hop, I couldn't stand Jocelyn. I wanted somebody to beat Jocelyn.
Yeah, I couldn't stand Jocelyn either.
But on Jocelyn's Cabaret from the first season is really what made me like Jocelyn. I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm gonna give you the login so you can see it. But she is crazy. She crazy. And you can tell when that dope was talking to her. She crazy. But it's a good show.
That's the laugh. It's the laugh for me.
Y'all crazy.
It's the laugh for me.
It was the fact that I'm just glad that Jocelyn finally like just openly embraced her addiction. And, tried to do something about it. And she looked good now that she done quit messing with it. She looked more womanly.
Absolutely more womanly. Right. She done got lady weight on her and stuff.
Yeah, because without that weight, it was, you know, it was interesting. That's what I'm gonna say. It was very interesting. Because that whole first season, I'm gonna be honest, I did not believe she was a girl. I didn't.
Nobody did.
I didn't, and I felt bad, especially seeing her talking about how that hurt her. Because even though I didn't like her, I'm a woman. And I was like, you know, I felt bad because that whole first season, like it gave Chi Rodriguez from Tu Wong Fu, and she kept tying that scarf around her head like Chi too. I was like, and then they did the whole, oh, I'm pregnant from Stevie J, but he made me get rid of it. And the weird music, like they were setting up a scene for a cheesy soap opera. I'm like, that person ain't pregnant. That's, you know.
That person.
Yeah, but I didn't want to say it. And then, you know, once she was carrying, you know, little Bella, I said, okay. You know, even before that, I realized she was a girl. But then once she had the baby, I'm like, now nobody can say she's not a girl because she's had a baby. Ain't nobody got a uterus but a woman. So I'm like, okay, that settles that. But now that she got off that stuff and she done picked up her weight, she looks good. She looks good. Jocelyn looks good.
And she not as crazy now that she not on the dope. Like she
Well, you
literally
know,
is.
well, you know that powder make everybody think that they Superman. They think they can whoop the whole world. They Superman, you know, Hulk smash, even if they can't. Because if you hit them, they don't feel it. Because that powder work like anesthesia. They don't feel it. So I'm glad that she off it. You know, even though the churn was calling her cocaine bear, I thought that was very mean.
But she embraced it. She was wearing clothes with the cocaine bear. She didn't care.
Yeah.
That fool was crazy. But I ain't mad at her.
It didn't make me feel good to see her being called cocaine bear. I'm just gonna say that. I didn't like that.
That
But
fool
she
right
did
now wear
embrace
some
it.
shorts. The shorts say cocaine. That fool.
Well, I mean, because Prima Donna called that girl cocaine and it stuck. So
And she embraced it. Yeah, I was on that powder.
that's your fool. Yeah, she did embrace it. She did.
Yeah, she was muscled out. She was, but that's why her body looked nice now that she put the weight on because she was muscled out.
Because she got that frame right. But see, just like we was talking about earlier, when that powder, it cuts all the fat off, but you can build muscle because you don't feel the pain from the workout, so they can go longer. A lot of them dudes used to be right over there to your health spa with us, would take a bump in the locker room and they would come out there and be straight beast mode. Beast mode. Like when I'm sitting up there feeling like I might have shin splints and my, you know, muscles that I didn't know I had was burning and crying and about to die. They were like, oh yeah, we good to go. They would literally eat a jar of baby food because that's all they needed with that, because that they don't let you eat either. And they could work out like for hours. I do 2 hours and be about to die. And they'll be in there 4 hours, take a break, talk some trash, and go back and do 2 or 3 more.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm good on that.
I was jealous, but I was not enough to that. Okay. It wasn't worth it. Nope, it wasn't. Nope. It was a struggle. It was a struggle for us people that don't want to play with that powder. Okay. But listen, since I got y'all here, while we on our final thoughts, what's y'all take on Kim Kardashian cosplaying? What y'all think?
I thought it was gross because you know Beyonce don't like her. I thought it was weird because you know Beyonce don't like you and do not be wanting to be associated with you, and
Right.
so you found another way. And I didn't give it no airplay. Like I ain't like the video. I ain't comment. I ain't give it no engagement because I just feel like. And then the people that she working with, the black women that she working with, y'all didn't get the hint. It's known that Beyonce do not play with Kim.
But I'm gonna tell you something. This is why, you know, I feel like we have to question everything. And that is just like when we found out when they was gonna try to have Cynthia Erivo be Shaka Khan. We can't just look at people's skin and assume it's us no more, because those people were not American black people. And so you might see some black skinned people, but they may not be our folks co-signing this. Because it's a whole lot of co-signing from people who don't even have the authority to co-sign. The fact that she sat up there with Niecy Nash talking about, oh, I cook real good soul food. I wanted to drop kick her in the back of her throat and make her teeth click. Who the hell? Whose culture are you playing with? Go cook some Armenian food, whatever the hell y'all be eating over there. Mashed up beans, rice soup, some dirty bread. Like, I don't know what you Armenians eat. Why you ain't cooking that? We don't need you playing with our culture. We don't need you cosplaying, playing in it, dabbling. It's not a costume, honey. It's none of the things.
But you know what she's trying to do?
Yeah, she's trying to set the bait to catch another Negro with a lot of money.
But she's trying to pivot, not just about the man, but she trying to pivot because she tried to go back white. She tried, and it didn't work real hard, and no white people was not going. No white people was not. It was like, going. No,
you can stay over there. You can
stay over there. So now she trying to figure out how to pivot back to be in black spaces real hard.
Yeah, and I need her to go to hell. I don't need her in black spaces. I need her to go to hell. Like, directly to hell. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Take your mammy with you. But I need her to go straight to hell. When I say I'm disgusted by that piece of trash, like, I'm so disgusted. I'm going to show it to you real quick.
And what's so crazy is bringing what they said. I think I was out, child, please. My own brain. Anyway, I think it's crazy because they got, this is just to draw a parallel with not respecting people and not respecting black people, not respecting black women's wishes. They were so mad at Taylor Swift when she was old. She just loved her Beyonce. Ever since Beyonce was nice to her, she just loved Beyonce. She went and tried to do what Beyonce did at Coachella. Taylor didn't understand that was a black thing. She thought that she was just doing what Beyonce did. The people ate Taylor Swift up for doing that. But then, I feel like the difference is, y'all know for a fact, we as the black community know that Beyonce has purposefully, even Kanye was crying about that Beyonce did not want nothing to do with his wife. So it's like, y'all was eating Taylor up for copying this lady who actually is nice to her, actually will be seen with her, and she thought that she was just doing some fan stuff. It didn't realize that, girl, you can't do this because this is some black stuff. This ain't Beyonce stuff. This is black stuff. And she got ripped to shreds. But but that's because Taylor don't try to cosplay as black. It's impossible. She's too white. But Kim, who is known and over and over and over and over, then copied black people and used black people, and y'all okay with it. And she did a good job with copying Beyonce. But we know Beyonce don't want nothing to do with being associated with that hoe.
Yeah. And it's just, at this point, it's just gross. Like, when do we put a stop to it? When do we say enough is enough? Because that's disgusting. But let's look at this here. I want y'all to see this, because this one, I ignored the Beyonce thing. It was weird. This is the one.
You can cook. I know this for you.
You know this for
your
me.
Gumbo.
No.
Oh.
What? Close. Crabs.
Crabs. Okay.
I make crabs every single weekend.
I did not know that.
And I feel like if I was going to choose what you would say, it would be absolutely nothing.
No.
I don't feel like you cook, Kimberly Noel. I don't
I'm
believe
a one-trick pony. I know one meal, and it's a good one.
Let me guess.
And I'm going to make it for you, and you're going to be really proud of me.
Is it greens?
Nope.
Macaroni and cheese?
It's the whole shebang. Because my soul food meal. Fried chicken, my cornbread with, oh my God, it's so good. My mac and cheese, greens, the sweet potato souffle. Give that look all you want. I'm going to make it.
I
think Kevin Hart did No. Kevin Hart did a YouTube on this, a YouTube video, I think.
Nobody trusts Kevin. What?
So y'all hear this hoe? Y'all hear this hoe? The whole shebang. Sweet potato souffle. Girl, don't play. Don't listen. Don't play with our culture. You're not welcome. I don't care what person who came from another country made you feel welcome. Then I advise you to go and cosplay their culture. I advise you to go play in their culture.
And find something safe. But it's been, during her come up, it was a lot of regular homegrown niggas playing.
Oh, I know, but it's disgusting. Like, at this point, I don't care who gave you a pass in the past, honey. I don't care who gave you a pass in the past. See, them passes is what's got people so comfortable walking around talking about Black Americans don't have no culture because you had passes to dibble and dabble and play in our culture. The answer is no, whore. No, whore. Making cornucopia videos ain't our culture. That's your culture. Go deal with your culture because we ain't coming over there. You got it?
Come on.
You got it.
And I don't know who even felt it for her in the first place.
I don't know either because she's trash.
I don't understand why.
Her whole family is trash. I have always called them the Kardashians.
You know, they were accepted by the group of Black people who want to be accepted by white people so bad. So they just felt so happy. That same group of Black people, they'd be so honored when a white boy spits a hot rap. when a white
like,
girl,
he's spitting. He invited to the cookout.
Oh, the white girl, look at her. She's shaking her booty. She's like us. She can cut. Though that group of Black people is who invited her.
Yeah, well, she gonna mess around and find out that it's some of us that don't mind being the bouncer. She better go.
Come on.
And she better go before we mess around and make her a project. Listen, don't never think you bigger than the program. Aubrey found out she could be the next one. She could be the next one.
She should be. And don't nobody need to eat her dang on food neither.
Thank you.
Because ain't no telling what the hell she did to that dang on food.
I mean, first of all, we know that their kind don't clean their house, their behinds, or their kitchen. So we know whatever she did to that food is something ungodly. Now that we do know. And I'll go you one further. All this mess about she got Black children. No, the hell she don't. She has biracial children. She can never have a Black child. She don't have the equipment to create a Black child. Now she can make a biracial one.
Yeah.
She don't have the equipment, the genes, the phenotype, or the pedigree.
We definitely need to bring back the biracial. Like I be so irritated. But they have Black. They have
no, the hell you don't.
Kids.
You can't.
One parent didn't disappear because they hunched a Black person.
Sure did.
They have mixed kids.
You have biracial children.
I have seen people trying to argue with me. Well, they'll get racially profiled. Okay, that don't mean that they Black.
Thank you. A lot of people get racially profiled. That doesn't magically make you turn Black. There are Indians who are racially profiled. They don't magically turn Black. There are Hispanic people who are racially profiled. They don't magically turn Black. So we just gonna call a thing a thing. And it's really interesting to me that if someone has a Caucasian and Indian child, they don't say, "Oh, the child is an Indian."
Come on. Ooh,
no, don't you dare think that you can hoist your children upon us. We are not the catch-all.
Well, no, because they still going with the as if our blood contaminate theirs. Yeah, that's the logic that come from. And when Black people do it, it's like, you didn't forgot that's the logic that came from, that we done contaminated them. They are not Black now. They just mix now. That's all.
Yeah. Well, y'all, we gotta end it. I hate to do it, but we done been in here for about 3 hours at this point. We got to do it. Any final thoughts for the people? Because y'all know if we don't end it, we'll be here to like 4:30 in the morning. I'm just saying. Final thoughts, y'all.
I guess I'll start off because I got to go down and do my dues. One thing that I did want to touch on that we didn't talk about is that one drop rule. That pisses me off. Like, if you got one drop of Black in you, you're Black. Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
I can't stand that.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
Yeah, that's some BS. Ain't nobody setting the Kardashians, because if anybody listens to anything that them hookers say, something wrong. And
that's true.
Have a good night, everybody.
We love you, B.
Like button going out.
I'm gonna call you when I think it's lunchtime tomorrow. Answer your phone.
Oh, I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, good. Did I call you whenever?
Yep, you can call me whenever. I'm off tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. I love you.
Love you too, sis.
Love you. I'm gonna text you the zoo stuff.
Okay. Any final thoughts before you go?
Final thoughts. I've been having a reset week. So, reset when you need to. Don't kill yourself about these people's jobs. They ain't gonna do nothing but replace you.
That's right.
Um, follow your dreams.
There you go. God first.
Believe in yourself. It's never too late.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And say your prayers. Don't even about to say, but people talk better. Pray all the time. Pray.
You cut me off.
Yeah.
You have victory with the Lord. Pray all day long. Talk to Him all day long. A prayer can be a conversation.
That's right.
And yeah, happy holidays. About that time.
I know that's right, crazy girl. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and let Peanut go. Night, Peanut.
Good night.
I'll see you tomorrow too. All right, ladies. So it's that time. I gotta let y'all go. Because we gotta shut it down over here. We done been in here for 2 hours, 57 minutes, and 43 seconds. I enjoyed y'all every minute of it. I want to say thank you again to Quiet Storm 87. I want to say thank you to Candy Butler, both lovely ladies for supporting the stream. And I want to tell you what I always tell you. Y'all know what time it is. If you didn't hit the like button on the way in, make sure that you please hit the like button on the way out. Okay, if you're in Discord, you'll know every time before everybody else, because I always tell them first. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, because we're happy to have you here. And if you want to join channel membership, there's a join button beneath the video and a membership link in the description box. Now, also in that description box, we got the link for this book right here. My book, Little Girl, Big World. It is a survival guide for our girls leaving home for the first time. Let's keep all of our little girls safe at all costs. That is the most important thing. We got the link for our merchandise store so you can get your crown gear and represent the family. We still the royals, as always, on this porch. We got the link for our Amazon storefront so you can shop for home, shop for mine. Our Amazon wish list where you can get sore throat remedies. If you want to bless me with some sore throat remedies, because my throat is always giving me a fit lately. There's notebooks, pens, so you can keep your gossip straight, and yarn. If you need me to crochet something for you, some of the ladies have gotten their goods, on the way. So all those things are there. Look into it. Let me know if you need something. I'm here for you. I'm your sister. So listen, enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night. Some prayers, some dreams. God loves you. I love you. Not anything in the world you can do about it. And remember to be positive and productive tomorrow. Encourage those around you. And always remember, encourage yourself. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you again as the gossip permits. Bye, y'all.